Hi, it's Loz. How are you? God, my hair. What has happened to my hair this morning? Looks like I just got out of bed, which is exactly what happened. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Hi. Join me for Valentine's Day Manifestation Questions Live. We are live here. I'm in Perth, WA. It's the morning time, but it's 6 p.m. EST. It's, I think, 3 p.m. LA time. Please join me if you're free this Valentine's Day and you would like to ask some manifestation questions. What in the hell is going on here with my hair? Excuse my hairdo, guys. I went out last night and clearly it looks like I've been rolling in a haystack. So if you have any questions about manifestation, if you're trying to manifest back your ex this Valentine's, if you would like contact, if you are trying to manifest a car, a house, whatever, join me today and ask me anything. Hi, guys. Hi. Thanks for joining. Excuse the noise outside. My sprinkler's just gone off and it's very, very noisy. What are you guys doing? What have you guys been doing for Valentine's Day? Nothing exciting. So, just a little about me, if you've never watched me before. I've only gone live the last 2 days. I joined TikTok 2 weeks ago. So on the 30th of Jan, I think I joined. And I just started uploading manifesting videos. Now, I was originally going to just upload affirmation videos with me doing affirmations to lovely, relaxing music. And I've just uploaded one now with a lovely blue filter over it. And it's for feeling irreplaceable, feeling number one, feeling the most important in someone's life. So it's whether you're working on self-concept, whether you're trying to get rid of a third party, whatever you're working on to make yourself, build yourself up and make yourself feel important and a priority, listen to that one while you're going to bed, listen in the morning, take it with you, listen and repeat back after me so I leave a gap. Hi guys, hi Millie. Oh, my videos are brilliant. Oh, thank you, Bronwyn. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and download these lives and put them on the Facebook group. So guys, if you miss them or you have to go to bed or whatever, join Manifest Live with Loz on Facebook, the group, and I'm going to start uploading these because some of them, yesterday's live went for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I mean, I had to go for drinks last night. I was fucking exhausted. I was so exhausted after sitting here answering questions for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then I went live again half an hour, about 2 hours later. But I needed a toilet break and it's exhausting using my brain this much. My advice on revision. Revision. Now, if people haven't heard of Neville Goddard, they might not know what that is. So Neville taught a technique, and he says that this technique, well, he doesn't actually teach techniques. He just teaches. He doesn't believe in techniques. But anyway, this particular thing he talks about, he reckons if you did nothing else to manifest, revision is the key, the one thing to do. Because time is an illusion, Neville says, and everyone who knows this says, you can actually go back to the past and change it. The reason for that is the past does not exist now. Only the now exists now. So your memory of the past exists now, but you're simply remembering it. So you can't go back in a time machine and go back to that actual event that happened because it doesn't exist anymore. It existed then in its now. Then there were other nows after that until now. So whether it happened yesterday or 20 years ago, it's gone. It's simply a memory. So what Neville talks about revision is you can literally go back and revise your past because it is literally just a memory in your subconscious mind. Now everything, guys, to do with manifestation, if you've listened to any of my videos, you'll understand that I teach from, well, I don't teach, my experience is from learning that your subconscious mind creates everything in your life, creates your current reality, and therefore you can change it, changing the thoughts in your subconscious mind. So if you were to change the past, you simply have to change your thoughts about that event, that memory in your subconscious, and therefore it will no longer affect you in the same way in the now. So, how do you do this? Excuse me, having my coffee. So, revision is as follows. You can lie back in a meditative state, just kind of in the state akin to sleep, as Neville calls it, and close your eyes and imagine, or you can simply just think of it, okay? You don't have to meditate to manifest, guys. You're manifesting all day long. So say it was a childhood memory. Say it was a tragic one, okay? Say it was a hard, traumatic one. You don't necessarily have to go back to the entire event. Say you were molested, okay? You don't have to remember being molested. You would simply go to the moment before it started, okay, in your memory. So you would remember whatever it is that was happening, the person walking towards you, say. You would stop at that moment and change the scene in your mind to something you wish had happened. So say it was someone walking towards you that was threatening. Say you could change it to they walked towards you and handed you a gift, or walked towards you and walked past you. Okay? And you simply loop that over and over and over and over and over again. If it was a breakup, say you broke up with your boyfriend last week and you've got terrible memories of that and you can't get it out of your head, what you said, what he said, etc. You would go back to that memory, think of what they said, you said, erase that completely. It no longer exists. It doesn't actually exist anymore anyway. It's just your memory of it. So you go back and you revise it to a scene that you wish had happened instead. So if you said to your boyfriend, what's wrong with you? You never, ring me back when I ring you. Okay? You revise it. So maybe it was him saying, he rings you up and says, sorry, baby, I've been really busy. I'm sorry I haven't been calling you as much. And you said, that's all right, baby. I don't care. I know you love me anyway. Okay, and you change it. And you go to that scene in your mind and you loop it and you loop it and you loop it and you loop it. Now, when I say loop, I mean you take a short scene. It doesn't go for half an hour. It maybe goes for a minute at max, 30 seconds, 10 seconds. You think of it, you think of it again. You think of it, you think of it again. So you're like doing it over and over again because the repetition is just like affirmations. When you're revising or you're doing any kind of visualization, you are literally looping it the same way you would loop an affirmation. Hi guys, hi, there's 13 people here. So, I manifested you going live. Yay! Hi Gina. Hi guys. Any more questions? So, did that make sense about revision, Bronwyn? So revision is simply, because I did this in therapy actually, weirdly enough. We actually did revision in my therapy sessions. We would go back to really past traumatic events, half of which I couldn't remember because I'd erased them. They'd say, think of something. And I'd say, I can't fucking think of anything. And they'd say, yes, you will. And we'd go back to our childhood. And you'd think of the scene and you'd get really upset. Then the therapist would actually step into the scene and they would say, Lauren should not be treated like this. You step away or whatever. And talk to the person in the scene. It was really weird. And it actually really works. So they do this in therapy now as well. So they know that a memory is simply the past. And the past is simply a memory in your mind. It doesn't exist now. So you can go back and I swear to you what happens with revision, and Neville says this is the most important manifestation thing you can do, is when you change the past, you change the present. So as you change that past, so say you had a fight with your boyfriend, the next time you see him, if you've looped it enough and changed it enough in your mind, sometimes they don't remember the fight. I've done this. It's like it never happened because you've literally erased it. You've changed your now present because you changed the past, which was just a memory. How can I manifest getting my driver's license? Well, darling, imagine driving a car. Well, you couldn't drive the car without a driver's license, could you? So imagine driving the car that you want or driving your parents' car, okay? Imagine you're driving, imagine you're going to the beach with your friends or wherever you go with your friends. Imagine you're picking your friends up. Have a visualization, a little scene where they get in the car. Oh, my God, you got your license? Oh, my God, congratulations. Okay, you have a little visualization scene. Or you say, I love driving. God, I love having my license. I have so much freedom. I love having my license. And just affirm that over and over again. How can I stop thinking negatively when such thoughts keep coming up? All right, darling, you've asked this a few times. So let me really reiterate this. You don't have to feel happy. I'm not saying feel happy. I'm saying when the negative thought pops up, have some standard affirmations ready that you have written, or take them off my videos, my affirmation videos that help you, okay, that really, really get at the core of the negative thoughts you're having. So, darling, what is your negative thought? Think for me, give me one, and I'll give you an affirmation if you want to, if you feel brave enough to write it down, and I will give you the affirmation for that. And then what you do is you put that affirmation in your mind as soon as you think of that negative thought. No, this, and then you say it. So if you've broken up with your boyfriend and you think, he doesn't love me. No, he loves me and only me. He loves me and only me. He loves me and only me. You can say it out loud if you want. As soon as you have the thought, you say the complete opposite. Or you just stick in a blanket affirmation, if you can't think of the affirmation on top of the spot, on the spot, you think of a blanket one, like everything is always working out for me. No, everything is always working out for me. My life is perfect. My life is perfect. My life is always perfect. Okay? You think of a blanket one that encompasses everything that you just think of straight away, and you knock that negative thought out. You've got to think of your negative thoughts like your ego. It's like Karen or Felicia or some bitch in your brain. She's talking, and you're like, you have to literally step in there, punch her out, tell her to shut up, okay? And I know it's hard when you've suffered from depression or you've got anxiety. It's really hard to stop these thoughts. So all you can do, guys, is replace them. You can't stop them coming up. You just replace them, and eventually they'll give up. Eventually they'll be like, I'm trying, and every time I try, she's punching me out. She's telling me shut up. And so eventually it will just go, oh, okay, he loves me and only me. He loves me and only me. And it will start replacing the thought with what you put in, okay? It will give up. Your ego gives up after a while, but all it's trying to do is protect you. So when you get those negative thoughts, just remember, it's literally your ego, your subconscious mind trying to protect you from hurt because of past experience, okay? Have I missed any? Can I manifest an ex back, and if so, how? Okay, guys, I have a full course coming up about this. So you can see some of my videos go in parts because I can't talk for 1 minute. That's ridiculous. 60 seconds. It's not long enough. TikTok, up your game. Let me talk for 5 minutes. Surely they're going to do that at some point. I bet you they'll go to 3 minutes, then 5. When they do, that'll be good because I'll actually be able to give you guys some more info. But my videos go part 1, part 2. So if you're really confused about this stuff, guys, go back down the page and go to How to Manifest Properly. It's black title across the top, and there's 13 videos. It explains in detail how to do this, not the LOA way, the using your subconscious mind way, the way you always manifest anyway all day long, just using it properly. Okay? Go and watch those 13 videos. Then watch Manifest a Text. That's 12 videos. But my next series coming up is going to be How to Manifest an Apology. Okay, if someone's hurt you or you've had a fight, and the next one after that will be how to manifest your ex back, because I want to put that with an actual course I'm going to build. So I'm still building that. So when I've actually done the videos, the really long videos for that course, I'm going to stick those in the Facebook group. So guys, join the Facebook group, Manifest Live with Loz, and when those courses come out, I'll put the link to actually buy those courses, and they'll only be about $45, but they'll be really long videos, like hours long, couple of hour videos, a really in-depth detail of how to manifest your ex back. Now, your question. How to manifest your ex back. You have to live in the end at all times with manifestation. Living in the end means acting in your mind, not acting as if, in your mind, you believe or you know that you are the man or woman you want to be. You are now the man or woman you want to be. You step into the role of the man or woman you want to be. If you lost your ex, imagine they are now back with you. Imagine you are still together. That is living in the end in your mind. In your end, you're still together. Nothing's changed. No fight happened, nothing changed. Revise the fight, what I was just talking about, revision, and imagine in your mind that you are still happily together. John and I are happily married. John loves being my boyfriend. John and I are blissfully, happily engaged. Whatever it is that makes you feel like you're together, say it over and over as an affirmation every day, whenever you get a spare moment, okay? Whenever something throws you, whenever you think of a memory of them, think of that affirmation, say it over and over, loop it in your mind. The repetition will sink it in. Then have visualizations of you two together, your happy union, okay? Think of your wedding day, or think of even better, past your wedding day, your 50-year wedding anniversary, when you first had a child, okay? Your honeymoon. Think of the end meaning it's already done, it's already happened. The feeling you're meant to get whilst visualizing and whilst affirming is it is done, guys. That's the feeling you want to get. Not feeling emotion, just feeling of completion, like this is real, this is done. It's done, okay? John and I are happily married. We're happily married. I don't care what the 3D world says. I don't care what's happening out here. In my head, we are happily fucking married. Walk around as if you've got a ring on your ring finger. It's not on there. Don't be a nut and put it on there. But imagine, I'm married to John. John and I are happily married. And whatever happens in the outside world, guys, just live in here in the end. Any more questions? Does the other oh, hang on, I'm missing them. Does the other person get the thoughts we're affirming immediately? I don't know about immediately. I don't know how it actually works for them. But all I know is telepathy is real. That everyone is in you. Okay, there's no separation, guys. You've got to get rid of this idea of they're separate from you, that when you've split up, they're over here and you're over here. Physically, yes. But spiritually, we're all one, aren't we? We're all one spirit. Okay, there's infinite intelligence or source energy. We've all got the same thing. So therefore, if you have it and he has it, or they have it, she has it, we're all one. So when you talk to them, when you say your affirmations, they are feeling it, hearing it, listening. There's a beautiful coach called Katie on a channel called Create Your Future. I spoke about this yesterday, and she does a thing called inner conversations. And Neville talks about these. What are your inner conversations with yourself? But you can also have the inner conversations with your ex. You love me and only me. I know you love me. And then they say back to you, I know, baby, I do. I do love you. I've never left you. I'm always here. Okay? And hear them say things. You can hear their voice. Just feel them inside you. Remember, guys, they're always inside you. So whenever you're saying your affirmations, John and I are happily married. John and I are happily married. You love me and only me. Think of them. And I swear to you guys, I'm not joking, it's like ESP. They might not even know why they're doing it. There's so many cases of people manifesting their exes back, and the exes say, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I don't know why. Did you put a spell on me? What happened? What were you doing? Like, they can actually feel it. Okay? It's like a spell, but it's not a spell. It's literally they why am I thinking about her all of a sudden? I don't understand. And they start doing it, and they don't know why. It's like if you start thinking there's going to be a third party and you think they're going to cheat on you, and they start doing it and they don't know why. It's because you forced them to do it with your fucking fucked up thinking that they're going to cheat on you. Do subliminals really work? No, I don't believe in them. Guys, what are they saying in those videos? Do you know what they're saying? Go and kill people in a terrorist incident. I don't know what they're saying in those videos. Make your own subliminals, guys, as in get your voice memos and make your own affirmations in your... You don't know what they're saying in those videos. I wouldn't trust it. Do you do one-to-one coaching? Yes, darling. So I'm such an idiot because I just don't know how to use TikTok properly. I have my messages on, but only for friends only. So people were trying to message me the other day for coaching. They were saying, Loz, it's saying I can't message you. So if you would like one-to-one coaching, guys, I do half an hour or 1 hour video coaching like this, just the two of us. Okay, you can pay via PayPal. I wasn't even thinking of doing coaching, but so many people have asked, so I will do it. And I'm going to set up a website where you can just click the calendar. But in the meantime, just message me on TikTok. But guys, no DMs about anything but coaching. I've had so many DMs asking questions. I can't answer the questions in the DMs because people are sending me an essay and I don't have time to read it. So please only DM me if you're actually wanting coaching. And then we'll coordinate the time because I'm in Australia. But, you know, whatever time suits you. And then we'll do it by video like this over Messenger or over Skype. I manifest he will text, we'll talk a few days, and then he goes distant again. What's going on? So that's you, darling. That's your thoughts. So whenever someone goes hot and cold on you, whenever they're here, they're not here. Texting, they're not texting. When they text, you go, great. And then when they don't text again, you go, oh my God, maybe they'll never text me again. Maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe I fucked things up. Maybe I shouldn't have texted first. Maybe I blah. Maybe I blah. And you don't even realize you're doing it, but your subconscious mind is thinking all these negative thoughts, and then you're sending it out to them. So they're texting you, they're happy to text you, la la la, and then the next time they go to text you, they're like, maybe I won't. Because you're sending it out to them. Maybe he won't. He probably won't text me again. Guys, they're literally hearing you. So be very careful what you think. Your hot and cold thinking, he likes me, he doesn't like me. He likes me, he doesn't like me, is sent to them, and then they display hot and cold behavior. Jump on top of your thoughts. No, he wants me and only me. We are blissfully, happily married. Don't let the negative thoughts jump in because that's what's causing him to do that. It's also your old thoughts that were around. So if before you had thoughts that he didn't love you, he didn't contact you enough, it's just outplaying the old story. You've got to remember that the 3D world is old and it's just reflecting back your old assumptions. So it's just catching up. Oh, is my live frozen? Okay, it's okay. Any more questions? I think my SP is assuming I'm mad. No, you're assuming he's mad. You're assuming he's assuming he's mad. You're assuming he's mad. Stop doing that. See, it's not about, you think you know what they're thinking. You're assuming what they're thinking, guys. Don't do that. I randomly feel anger towards them. How do I get rid of this? Oh, I think my SP is assuming I'm mad. I randomly feel, well, because you are, because you're randomly feeling anger towards them. Stop doing that. Darling, watch my videos coming up. I have some videos tomorrow coming up called How to Get an Apology. You probably won't like it because it tells you that you created the situation and only you can undo it. If you're angry at someone, go back and realize that you created the situation with your thoughts and only you can change it and you've got to forgive them. Guys, when you're angry at someone, It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You've got to forgive them, and you've got to forgive yourself for creating the situation in the first place. I know that sounds bad. No, it sounds like I'm blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying your thoughts create. So whatever shitty thoughts you had when you're in the relationship caused the fight, caused what you're angry at them about, and therefore you're still angry. Forgive them and forgive yourself. I think they accidentally... oh God, there's a lot of questions here I'm missing. I think they are accidentally affirming I'm mad at them because they ghosted me. Guys, they can't affirm for you. Look, you're in your reality, they're in their reality. I don't care if the other person you want is a master manifester. Only you can manifest your reality, okay? So don't worry about what they're doing. It's not working even though I'm affirming he's missing me. It doesn't matter, darling. It's working. You can't see what's happening. Do you realize if you're affirming someone misses you, how do you know that they're missing you? You're not there in their living room right now while they're sitting there going, I wonder what Blondie's doing. I wonder if they're thinking of me. You don't know what they're doing, guys. There's always movement. Trust me. My ex-boyfriend came running back to me when I was with someone else, and he'd been thinking about me the whole month. And I thought he'd forgotten all about me. And a month later, he came back and said everything I'd been affirming about him. You're going to miss me. There's no girl in the whole world like me. You're going to rue the day you left me. He rang me up. I miss you. I really miss you. And I was like, oh my God. No, he didn't say that a month. It took 7 months to say that. But he took 7 months to say what I'd been saying when I wasn't with the other person, when I wanted to be back with him. He started saying everything. And I didn't know that whole 7 months or the whole month before he got back in contact with me. But he was thinking of me. You don't know what they're doing, guys. So please trust. If you can't see anything in the 3D and you're affirming, trust that they're thinking of you. Trust that you're sending it out to them. You're together. You're one. There's no separation. Won't it make him think I'm obsessed if telepathy is real? No. They'll just be thinking of you. They'll be like, why am I thinking of him so much? Why am I thinking of her so much? God, this is weird. Can't stop thinking about them. They won't know that you're doing it. They don't know. No one knows what you're doing in your mind, guys. You can be thinking shit all day. No one knows what you're thinking. How to not be obsessed with appearance, then, for example, I cannot avoid mirrors and manifest. Okay, well, you're going to have to start building up your self-concept about your appearance, because if you've got issues with your appearance, it's got nothing to do with changing your appearance. You've actually got to start accepting you for you. Because you can change your appearance all you like, darling, but that means you haven't accepted you for you, and your self-concept is in the toilet about your appearance. Okay, and I know this is someone with some severe body issues. You have got to start saying, I was wonderfully made. I am perfect just the way I am. And everyone loves me just the way I am. And I love me just the way I am. Okay? Because if you're obsessed with changing your appearance, that tells me that's got psychological shit going on about your body or your appearance. And changing it ain't going to do shit. It's like people who go and get 10,000 plastic surgeries and in here they still hate themselves. They still hate their body. Changing the outside doesn't work, darling. You've got to change what's going on in here. And I'm saying that as someone who has gone through deep therapy about their body. It's got to come from here. You've got to start knowing that you love yourself no matter what you look like. I don't care if you're 10,000 pounds overweight. You've got to start loving yourself in here. Look at Lizzo and Beth Ditto and girls that are hugely overweight and they fucking love themselves. And I'm not saying you have to love yourself. You just have to have a new concept of you. I am perfectly made. I was wonderfully made. The body I came in with, the body I have now, is perfect just the way it is. You don't have to love it. You just have to say it is what it is. And it's perfect because I'm me. And there's no girl in the whole world like me. And everyone loves me just the way I am. And I love me just the way I am. You've got to start saying that shit, darling, okay? And then you can change your appearance. Then start saying, my body is perfection. My ass is popping. My waist is tiny. My skin is so clear. Affirm for those things. But, darling, also work on your self-concept, please, because that's the core of the issue. Yes, I love Katie. Katie's videos are wonderful. I had a dream where we were sitting in his car and he had the same conversation I've been practicing. What does it mean? Just means your subconscious is soaking up everything you're giving it. So good. Your subconscious is working overtime while you're asleep. Wonderful. Are you working at Burger King? Oh, hilarious. Is it normal to feel resistance when affirming? And do you just keep persisting until it goes away? Look, resistance is normal, guys, but it's the old story you're clinging on to about whatever you're affirming. So the resistance, if you've got body issues and you start saying, I'm perfect just the way I am, your subconscious is going to go, I know, bitch, you're fat. Like, you're going to have resistance because it's your old story in your head. Okay, you've got to change that old story. Oh, wow, there's 20 people here. Hi, guys. Ask me any questions. So, guys, change the old story. So, Caleb on Pluto's Gate on YouTube has wonderful things. And I will have a self-concept course coming up, guys, about changing the old story and stepping into the new story about yourself. Here's the old story about you, okay? New story. You've got to get rid of this old story about you to create the new version of you or the new version of the other person, but especially of you. So, I'm fat and ugly. You can't be saying, I'm beautiful just the way I am. I'm beautiful just the way I am. The old story is, I'm fat. Oh, no, you can't be saying, they love me just the way I am. And then in your head, you're going, I'm fat and ugly. How are they going to love you just the way you are if your subconscious mind is telling you deep down you're fat and ugly? You have to start saying, I'm perfect just the way I am. Everyone loves me just the way I am. And then they will. You have to change this, guys. That's the resistance. The resistance is your old story. So try and go into your mind when you're getting that resistance. What am I thinking that's making me resist this? Oh, it's my old shitty thoughts. Replace those. Thank you. Working on that. Yay, Shauna. I have conjunctivitis. Well, get rid of it. Just affirm you don't. How to not be obsessed with appearance. Yes, I've done that one. Where did you buy your wig from? I don't have a wig, but it does look like a wig, doesn't it? I just woke up. I am manifesting love of my life for a new beginning for us. How do I get so it happens? How do I let go so it happens? Oh, letting go. Guys, don't get me started on fucking letting go. You don't have to let go. Okay, please stop watching all this law of attraction shit. You guys are so hella confused about this stuff, and I can understand because I was too when I discovered the secret and about letting go and allowing and all that hooey. How can you possibly let go of something when you're thinking about it all day long? Doesn't make any fucking sense. If you split up with someone, you're going to think of them. Then you're going to beat yourself up when you're trying to let go and you're trying to allow and you're thinking of them. You think, I'm meant to be letting go. I'm meant to be allowing. Letting go doesn't work, guys. What you're letting go of is the old story about you and them, or you. The old story that's keeping you in resistance. You're letting go of the resistance. You're letting go of the old story. And you're letting the 3D world conform to your new assumptions. You're allowing the how to happen without you forcing it. That's the letting go. Not thinking about it, not affirming for it, not visualizing for it. You've got to keep affirming. You've got to keep visualizing if visualization works for you. If it doesn't, don't bother with visualization, just affirm. Okay? But you've got to keep the old new story going. Otherwise, the old story will creep back in. So while you're letting go, the old story creeps back in and then nothing manifests. And then people sit around going, well, I allowed, I let go and nothing fucking happened. Yeah, because you can't let go because you're still thinking about it. So when you think about it, guys, you have to affirm the new thoughts. What is the worst thing you did for love? I don't know. Don't know the answer to that question. I'm manifesting for a job. How do I assume it will happen? Darling, assume you have it already. Everything is living in the end. I love my job, whatever the job is. I love work. I love being a mechanic. I love cars. I tinker with cars all day long. It's my dream job. I love it so much. Okay, you love what you are already. Okay, you are that already. You have that already. When you go to the interview, assume they love you. Assume they want you. Live in the end. Visualize being at that job. Let go of the old story. Yes, exactly. I want my ex back now. I manifested him 7 months. I just want him. Right. Well, that desperation and neediness in that question is telling me that you're not living in the end. If you're living in the end, guys, you don't feel that desperate. I know 7 months is a long time, but I've manifested people back after 6 years, so don't worry about it. Do you do readings? No, I don't. But I do one-to-one coaching. I'm not a psychic or a tarot reader or anything, darling. But please do message me if you guys want one-to-one half-hour coaching like this, video coaching. Just message me in my DMs. Okay, but no DMs about anything else. I won't answer it because I'm getting too many and I'm overwhelmed. Oh, thank you for the present. 9-2 for you. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. Did you have a question that I've missed? Please write it again, darling, and I'll try and answer it. Let me see if I've missed anything. I manifest to get accepted my dream school and didn't let go. I just pretended I was in college. Exactly. See, letting go does not work. When I was manifesting to get my dream college, I didn't let it go. They told me, no, you're not in. And I thought, motherfucker, I am a student here. How dare you? And I persisted in that for 2.5 weeks and they rang me back and said, oh, no, you are in. I was like, yeah, no shit. Because I said so. What is the worst thing you did for love? I don't know the answer to that question, guys. Can I affirm in my head or say it out loud? It doesn't matter. Whichever works for you guys. I do it out loud because I can't help myself. But then I do it in my head as well when other people are around. So it just depends on what works for you, but you really got to think it. So if you're saying it out loud, John and I are happily married, but you're really wondering what you're going to have for dinner, that doesn't work. You've got to be thinking it while you're saying it out loud. How do I affirm positively when my SP... Oh, I lost it. Where's it gone? Sorry, guys. This is jumping and I can't bloody... So many questions. I've never had this many people on live. How do I affirm positively when my SP has bad health news and pushed everyone out without explanation? Okay. So when you're affirming for someone's health, guys, you can do it. My cat is 19 years old and as healthy as anything. Okay? And whenever the vet tells me shit, I just ignore her. And just affirm the opposite. And I tell her what she's going to tell me. Okay, so he is in perfect health. Okay, affirm. His cells are renewing themselves daily. He is in perfect health. He is now in perfect health. Okay? Affirm that for him. Then affirm that he relies on me. Molly! He relies on me and I am his soft place to land. Okay? My SP, so the name is I am his soft place to land. Her soft place to land. She relies on me for support. Okay? Start assuming that they're going to come to you to tell you how they're feeling. Okay? And affirm for their health. Tell me if that helps. How can I stop being scared of rejection? Well, darling, look, I don't know what you're scared of in terms of you think you're going to reach out and they're going to reject you. Well, don't even reach out then. Because reaching out, no work. If you're scared of rejection and then you reach out and you feel like you're going to get rejected, guess what's going to happen? You will get rejected because that's your thoughts. You can feel really confident out here. Yeah. I'm going to text them. And then in your mind you're thinking, they probably won't text me back. They're probably going to leave me on red. That's what will happen. Okay? You can only be rejected if you feel rejected, guys. People only reject you if you feel rejected. It's like going to an audition. A really confident actor will go to the audition. They say no to them. And they go, okay, next, see ya. And the other person will be like, oh, my God. I better quit acting. They rejected me. They feel rejected. The same thing happened to another person, but they don't even feel it. They're just like, okay, whatever. Rejection happens because you think you're rejected. Stop thinking you're being rejected. Or stop assuming you're going to be rejected, okay? I'm finding it hard to let go of my ex. Guys, please, this bullshit about letting go. You don't have to let go of them. If you want them, you can have them. They were yours for a reason. They came into your life for a reason. They liked you. They loved you. They were there for a reason because they wanted to be there. You did something with your shitty negative thoughts to push them away. Now just bring them back. Don't listen to any of this hooey about this or something better or the universe has something better in store for you. What a load of shit. The universe isn't doing shit for you guys. It's just atmosphere. Guys, please do watch my videos about manifesting your ex back. I've got lots of videos about manifesting a text, how to manifest properly, and the new courses coming up about how to manifest your ex back this week. Probably at the end of the week, probably about Friday. You speak so fast. Oh, sorry, guys. I am a fast speaker. Please do follow me, guys. Manifest Live with Loz, my Facebook page and my TikTok, just so you can catch my lives because I do go randomly live. Even though this is a set time, 6 p.m. every Sunday EST and 9 p.m. Thursday EST, I do go randomly live every day just to catch people in different time zones because I'm in Australia and I don't know where you guys are. Tell me where you are. I've changed my number. My ex hasn't got my number. I manifested him. Can he still contact me? Darling, look, people have gone away to wars in World War II and found their lover when they came back, when they've been away for 5 years somewhere else. They will find you. They will find your socials. They'll look you up on Facebook or Snap or whatever. They'll find a friend who... I remember I dated a guy who was in the Olympics. He was an Olympian. And he lost my number. And he found two of my friends at two different parties and gave them my number. And these bitch friends didn't give me the number. They were my two best friends at the time. But he saw them at a party and said, can you please give Loz my new number? And they never gave it to me. But you see what I'm saying? Like, they will find a way. The universe will conspire that if you're affirming you're together, it will happen. So it doesn't matter how. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about how they're going to get in contact. What I'm saying to you is about living in the end, guys. If you live in the end, enough in your mind, everything will move to make it so. They will find your number. They will find a friend that knows you. They will find your socials. Don't worry about the how. In the end, in your mind, you're together. So the whole world has to conform to make it so. That's how this shit works. It's the law of assumption. What do you assume manifests? If you assume you're together, then nothing can stop it manifesting. Okay? That's how this works, guys. What does it mean if I keep saying 11, 11? Doesn't mean anything. and saying my ex's name a lot. Nothing. Guys, please stop with the angel numbers and the signs. This is what happens when you're looking for signs. This is what happens. So living in the end, my ex and I, their name, are beautifully, happily married. We have the most wonderful relationship. You're living in the end up here. Then you look for a sign. Are we together? Give me a sign, universe, that we're together. Oh, 11:11. That means, you know what you've done to your subconscious? You've told them, we're together. Then when you're looking for the sign, you're saying, I just want a sign to tell me that we're going to be together. Then your subconscious goes, what? We're fucking confused. I thought we were together, but now we're not together and we're looking for signs. Okay, well, I'll give you a sign then, because that's what you want. You don't want to be together. Don't ask for signs. You'll literally manifest a sign, but you'll stop your manifestation from coming because you're manifesting a sign. You get that about signs, guys? You're manifesting a sign. 11:11 is also your reticular activating system filtering out every other number and only noticing 11:11 because that's what you're looking for. Or you're only looking for your ex's name. Of course you're going to see your ex's name. That's just normal. But don't look for it, guys, because it's fucking your manifestation up. I haven't received a text yet because I have to wait for divine timing. No. Because there is a blockage. Guys, no such thing as a blockage. You're the blockage. You. Whatever your shitty negative thoughts are the blockage. None of this bullshit about, I have a blockage, I have to do shadow work. Guys, you're being taught some fucking bullcrap on here or on YouTube or whatever you're watching or whatever you've learned or whatever book you've read that tells you you've got blockages or you need to do shadow work or you have to let go. Please just burn them because they're just such bullshit. Think about this logically. You've been manifesting everything your whole life. Everything in your 3D reality right now you created. You didn't do it by burning candles or letting go or saging your house or talking to a crystal. You did it with your mind. Your subconscious mind creates everything. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to get my dog. Molly! Come here. Come here. Molly! Come here. Come here now. God, she's going to keep barking because I've got the front door open and she's gone mental. Okay, sorry, guys, about the yelling. How do you manifest a job? I had an interview waiting for a reply. Darling, just assume you've got it. Living in the end. Oh, God, this is jumping. Are you Muslim? No, I'm not, darling. I keep saying 11:11. No, it doesn't mean anything. I hate mosquitoes, so do I. Thank you so much. That was extremely helpful. You're welcome, Lisa. I learned so much from you. Oh, wonderful. Hang on, let me go down. Hello. Hi, MC Cruiser. Hi, Indigo Bow. So when I constantly affirm he loves, texts me and loves me, he just be this way. Yes. Guys, listen. This is how the manifestation process works. You're constantly doing it all fucking day anyway. You don't realize this, but let me give you the tip. Look at your life right now and look at all the shit in your life you don't want. You created that. Every time you have a deja vu moment, that's you, your mind. Every time you have a coincidence, that's you. You thought of it already and then it happened. Deja vu, you thought of it already and it happened. Okay? It's not a coincidence, not deja vu. It's your mind. Your mind manifests. Your subconscious mind was here to create things. Your imagination is not just for children. Your imagination wasn't just given to you as a child to imagine living in a fairy castle and imagine you're a fairy when you're in a tree. It's there to create stuff. Albert Einstein, the greatest scientist of all time, said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Why did he say that? Because he knew that all his inventions and all his equations came from his imagination. That he was literally thinking it through, going to bed at night, waking up in the morning with the answer. It was his subconscious mind and his imagination creating for him, creating his scientific discoveries. Okay? So if the greatest scientist in the world is telling you your imagination works and gives you things and creates things, well, yeah, it does. So if you're affirming, you're thinking in your imagination. So if you can't imagine subconscious mind, imagine your imagination. You're imagining, we are happily married. We are happily together. It will outpicture. That's what your imagination is for. Okay? So when you're affirming he loves me and he's going to text me all the time, he's constantly texting me, he loves me and only me, he texts me, when he doesn't talk to me and see me, he doesn't feel right, he's constantly calling and texting me. He will start feeling that because there is no other. Guys, we are all one. We are all inside of us somewhere. Okay? You can think of your subconscious mind as subconscious mind, imagination, infinite intelligence, source energy, God in you. Okay? Whatever works for you. Imagine that I have it, you have it. Everyone else has it. Therefore, when you're thinking it and you're imagining it, that person can feel that because they have the same source energy in their body. Okay? We're all spirit, guys. And when we die, we don't go anywhere. It's just your meat that dies. Okay, so where's that spirit go? What is that spirit? We all have the same thing. We all have source inside of us. And that's what you're talking to when you're talking to them. And they will feel it. They will think it. They will feel like you've put a spell on them. It's very weird, but it's true. And they will literally outpicture what you've thought. So they will start texting you the messages you thought sometimes. They will start saying the words to you that you've affirmed sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens to me a lot, and it's fucking freaky as hell when it starts happening. You go, I literally affirmed, you miss me and there's no girl in the whole world like me. My ex said word for word what I had affirmed. And I was like, when he started saying on the phone, I went mute because I was so shocked that this works so well that he was literally regurgitating exactly what I had affirmed. It's very freaky, but this happens, guys. What is the name of the book and author you reference? Okay, so I keep talking about Neville Goddard. Oh, I don't have the book here, but he has written a lot of books. So, guys, if you want to look him up on YouTube, look up a channel called Nevolution. A lady called Lila reads his lectures that weren't recorded, but most of his big lectures were recorded in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. They're very blurry, and sometimes they're hard to listen to because of the static. But he is hard to listen to, okay, because he talks about the Bible a lot. And if you're not religious, at first you'll be like, the fuck is he talking about? Because I was an atheist, and I was like, why? I don't want to listen to this dude talking about the Bible. But all he's doing is interpreting it to tell you that it's about your power to create. That's what the whole book is about. And then he talks about manifestation and how you have to live in the end to create what you want, that you're always manifesting, and to create what you want, you live in the end of already having that, already being that. I am that. Okay, that's what I am means. Your consciousness. I am a Google employee. I am happily married. Whatever you say you are, you become. Neville Goddard. You're not going to experience this spiritual life coach stuff. I don't really understand what that means. Molly, come here. Molly! No, just keep affirming until he texts back. Yes, exactly. What if my ex has already found someone new? Indigo, darling, probably not best to promote yourself in here because I'll probably just block you. I'll be more than happy to help. Okay. YouTube, Lloyd Pye. I don't know this person. Darling, Indigo, don't come on here and say everything I know is wrong. Don't come on here and do that, darling, because I will block you and you won't be able to come on any lives. For my own mental health, it's better than nothing. What's better than nothing, darling? How to not react to the 3D, not to be sad about current reality. Okay, guys, you don't have to stop your sad feelings, okay? All these LOA coaches that are telling you have to feel happy all the time, they're showing you that fucking happiness meter, emotion meter. It makes me angry because you are manifesting all day long. And if you're depressed and anxious, how come you're manifesting if you're feeling sad? It doesn't make sense, this happy meter bullshit. Okay? You don't have to feel happy all the time. Feel the emotions. If the 3D reality, the person hasn't turned up yet, or you haven't got the job yet, or you don't have the dream house yet, live in the end in your mind. Just go back to your mind. But in the meantime, feel the feelings. Cry it out. Let those emotions out, guys. You don't have to bottle them up and start feeling happy all the time. That's ridiculous. Okay? Have a cry. Scream and yell go out in the wilderness and yell at a tree. Get it all out, guys, if you're feeling anger or sadness. Okay, get it out, then jump back on the horse, go back in your mind to the visualization in your mind, start affirming again. We are happily married. No, John and I are happily married. No, John and I are happily married. Okay? But let it all out and then jump back into the living in the end in your mind, guys. That's the key to when you're feeling sad, you're looking at 3D reality. And when you're looking at the 3D reality, guys, what you have to think is this. Fuck you, 3D. I'm changing you. I have that on my screensaver on my phone. Oh, I wonder if you can see it. You can't see it. You're changing the 3D, guys. So when it's not reflecting what you want, tell it. Change, hurry up. Catch up, 3D, motherfucker. Tell it. Like, I'm changing you, so don't worry. I don't care about you. You don't faze me. 3D, you don't faze me. You don't bother me, 3D. 3D, you don't bother me. Don't worry about it, okay? Just know that you're changing it. It's catching up to your new assumptions, okay? Do you have some retail... What? How do you stop the ego getting in the way? Okay, your ego is just your subconscious, guys. Okay, it's just your subconscious thoughts trying to protect you. So if you've had some bad breakups in the past, some bad relationships, it will tell you to get out. Your amygdala will literally kick in. Your fight or flight response will literally kick in when you're in a moment with your current boyfriend or whatever, and you feel stressed or you feel like you're going to get hurt. It will tell you, get out, okay? It's literally trying to protect you. That's all it is. So don't feel angry at it, because it's literally from your past experiences, from childhood, from things that happened to you, trying to protect you. That's all your ego and your subconscious mind is doing. So what you can do is this. Say, thank you. Thank you, ego. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Felicia. Whatever name you want to give it. But fuck off. Okay? You have to start telling it to fuck off, to shut up, to go away, to thank you, but you're not helping me. Okay? Because, guys, your ego and your negative thoughts are just thoughts in your mind. They're not you. They're just voices in your head. And that makes you sound like you're a psycho, but everyone's got them. Okay? And it's just things trying to protect you. No, this happened before. We want to get out. Okay? Trying to protect you. So just tell it to go away. Say, thank you. I understand you're trying to protect me, but I don't need you now. I'm changing you. I don't need you, but thank you. Okay? Thank it. So thanks for trying to protect me, but you're not helping. All right? That's what I did in therapy. We'd start talking to, the therapist would start pretending to be our subconscious mind and would stand there and go, you're shit, you're nothing. And you go, you have to fight it back. No, I'm good enough. You know, you have to talk to it back as if the therapist was the voice in your mind, and it really helped. Okay? So that's what you're doing, guys. You're replacing your negative thinking. But if it jumps in and you really can't even jump in with an affirmation, just tell it to shut up. Really tell it off. Okay? How do I let go after manifesting? I have heard a hard time not thinking at the loss instead of the gain. Guys, maybe you just joined. Please, this let go stuff is hooey. It's complete bullshit. You can't let go. You're not going to think of your ex, not think of your ex or the breakup or whatever it is. You're not going to not think of it. Of course, letting go doesn't work. Think about this logically. You're trying to let go of something you can't stop thinking about. So every time you're trying to let it go and allow, you keep thinking about it and you beat yourself up and you feel worse. It doesn't work. Also, you have to live in the end in your mind. You have to become the man or woman you would want to be if you already had that already. So how are you going to do that if you're letting it go? So you let it go to the universe, this magical thing that everyone thinks is providing shit and it's not doing anything for you, okay? Then in the meantime, you're still having all the negative old story thoughts about your ex. Oh, he doesn't love me, blah. You have to replace those thoughts. Letting go isn't going to do anything if all in the meantime your subconscious mind is thinking old thoughts about the situation. You have to replace the old thoughts, guys, because your subconscious mind is what manifests, not the fucking universe. Please stop listening to any of this stuff. Let go. What you need to let go of is hearing all this shit about letting go. These people aren't helping you. Most of the people on here teaching manifestation, I hate to say, are fucking confused. And if you ask them to explain the emotion meter, what letting go is, what allowing is, they can't explain it to you. And they'll say, let it go to the universe. And you say, what's the universe? And they'll go, the universe. And you say, what is it? How is it creating things for me? Can you explain? And they won't be able to because they don't understand what they're teaching. It's just your subconscious mind, guys. So don't let go. All you need to let go of is the old story. Replace the old story and let go of the how it's going to happen. That's the bit you let go of. Letting go of how. That's probably what they're saying when they're saying allow, but also when they're saying don't think about it anymore. That's shit. You have to let go of how it's going to come about, okay? His ways are past finding out. That's what that means. My partner cheated on me and I've let go of all emotions of it. Wonderful. It doesn't matter. Affirm that you're the person your SP has always been with. Exactly, darling. Who are you answering there? I must have missed the question. How do you affirm if you know he's with someone new? Okay, right. I just put a lovely video, a lovely affirmation video on my channel just before I went live, and it's affirmations for if there is a third party, okay? And you listen to it while you're going to sleep, listen to it, put it in your phone, repeat after me. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose, okay? Those ones will build up your self-concept against a third party. You're not thinking about the third party. You're just thinking about how special you are and how important you are to them, okay? Now, how do you affirm if you know he's with someone new? You don't think of the third party. You create third parties with your fear that there will be a third party, that there will be someone new, okay? So the only way you can affirm against that is to not think of that person. When you think of that new person, you are keeping that bitch alive. You're giving them life in your reality. Act like they don't fucking exist. Don't look at your ex's social media. If it triggers you, if they've got pictures of them with them, don't even look at it. Because how can you imagine in your mind that you're living in the end with them and then see their social media and see them with someone else? Don't look at it, guys, okay? Live in the end in your mind. Affirm for you and them only. Forget about the third party. and they will eventually go and find someone else. Using the law of assumption, do you assume he is about to text me? Yes, darling. Everything is assumption. You're constantly thinking all day long. You can't stop thinking. You have 70,000 thoughts a day. That is what I'm teaching you guys. You're just using your thoughts to manifest because you're already doing it already. So if you want them to text you, assume he's constantly calling and texting me. He can't live without texting me. He can't breathe without talking to me every day. Okay? Just affirm affirmations have to do with constant contact. My partner cheated on me. Okay. More questions. I've missed. You froze, or maybe it's just me. Did I freeze? Oh, God. I hope I'm still here. You don't have to let go of the feelings just to make room for new feelings to attract new experiences. You don't even have to create new feelings, guys. This is all just your thoughts. Don't worry about the feelings. The feelings come with thoughts. You have a thought first, then you feel what you feel. You don't create feelings like that. You have a thought first. I'm too fat. And then you feel awful. He doesn't love me. And then you feel sad. Okay, it's the thought that creates a feeling. So all these people telling you have to feel better to manifest, it's a lot of bullshit. My friend asked me how I feel about him, and I said, I know he's coming back. Is this good? Guys, it's really hard in the 3D when people ask you about it. You don't have to say anything if you don't want. You can say, I know he's coming back, but then you might have them go, you reckon? It's been 7 months. You must be a lunatic. Because what they'll do is they'll reflect your doubts back to you with what they say. So sometimes it's better not to even talk about it. You might just say, how do you feel about him? Say, I still love him. And then continue the conversation about something else. Try and change the subject. Or you can even say, I don't want to talk about it. Right? Because sometimes getting in the 3D and having conversation with someone about it, it jumps you out of your mind where you're living in the end. So try not to talk about it too much in 3D. I know it's really hard when people ask, how's that lovely boyfriend of yours? And you're like, oh, we split up. It's hard, guys. I know it's hard. 3 new messages. Hang on, I'm scrolling down. How do I manifest him viewing and responding to my Snapchat story? Now, that's you worrying about the how. Why are you thinking the contact would have to come through Snapchat? Don't worry about that. It could come any other way. It could text you. So you're affirming, he loves my snaps. He always watches my snaps. But then, infinite intelligence or source or whatever, the world is going to send you them texting you, and you fucked it by saying you just want snaps. Don't worry about the how, darling. Just affirm that he's contacting you. Don't worry about how he's doing it. He could turn up at your house, but then you go and affirm you only want Snapchats. So then he thinks to go to your house, and then he goes, oh, I won't. I'll just snap him instead. Wouldn't turning up at your house be better? So don't worry about the how. How can I stop feeling like I lied to myself? Guys, look, we're always lying to ourselves all day long. So don't worry about feeling delusional when you're doing this. Just do it. I have to go. I'll be on a bit later. Well, don't come on a bit later and then start fucking spamming again, dude, because I'll block you. I'm here. Yes, I am here. I go live every Sunday, 6 p.m. EST, guys, and every Thursday, 9 p.m. EST, but I'm going random lives every other time, so follow me. Any more questions, guys? I know it's hard feeling like you're lying to yourself, feeling delusional, but guys, don't talk to other people about it, okay? So whatever you're trying to manifest, don't tell others, because they'll just be like, what are you doing? Okay, so just affirm in your mind. Just be living in your mind. Don't talk to other people about it, because most people think you're a nut. Okay, when I tell people how to manifest stuff, they don't listen half the time. Okay, when I used to tell people, oh yeah, blah, 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 they'll just, it'll fuck you up. So only live in your mind, so you can feel as delusional as you like in your mind. Don't worry about feeling like you're lying to yourself, because no one's listening to your thoughts, only you and the person you're trying to send it to. Do you think an impression can be made in just 2 months to manifest and coming back? Absolutely, darling. If you want this to happen quickly, guys, really, really, really affirm every day. Think about how many negative thoughts you're having already. You've got to replace those. That's what affirming is. Affirming is just a new thought you're replacing the old thought with. So, if you're having constant thoughts all day that they're not with you and you feel lonely and where are they and blah, you've got to start affirming against that all day long if you want them back in 2 months. And don't have a block about the time. His ways are past finding out. It has its own appointed hour. You don't know how long this is going to take. So if you're affirming and affirming and affirming and affirming for them to come back in 2 months and they come back in 2 months and 1 day, you're going to be angry? Don't worry about the time, guys. Time is an illusion. What's the biggest thing you've manifested? Oh, my SP, my car, this house, getting into drama school, lots of shit. I don't consider things bigger or smaller, guys. Stop doing that, because then you'll think something's more hard than, manifesting a free cup of coffee is less hard than $1 million. Stop thinking that things are big, small. Just think of them all as equal, if you can. Can you manifest an ex realizing he wants you back? Yes, guys. They'll start having ding thoughts. Oh, I really want to contact Loz. I miss her. Okay? They'll realize stuff. They'll go and talk to friends, and people will move to make it so. Someone will go, gee, you really shouldn't have split up with her. She was so great. You became a whole new person when you were with her. What's wrong with you? You need to get back together with her. People will start in his 3D reality or her 3D reality talking to him about you. Or he will start thinking about you randomly, okay? People will move to make it so. Neville says, if it's one person, 1,000 people, or 10,000 people, they will move. Meaning, whatever you're living in the end in your mind with, everything in your outside world and their outside world will start moving to make it so. It's not the universe, it's people. People create, okay? People manifest. So other people will start moving in his reality, your reality, to make it so, okay? What affirmations did you say to manifest your SP? Well, when he arrived, I'd split up with someone else, and I said about the other guy, you're going to miss me, you're going to rue the day you left me, there's no girl in the whole world like me, and I let him go. I was just like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. And because I didn't realize I'd created him to be a piece of shit. And then I just affirmed, really with the conviction. It wasn't over and over and over again. I just sat there this one day, because I'd split up with the other guy, and I said, I want a man who treats me beautifully. I just want a man who treats me beautifully. I think I said it twice. And then I said, and he walks up the street with my dog and cat. He walks up the street with me and my dog and cat, because I wanted someone who loved my dog and cat, because the ex hated the dog and cat. The next week, my SP turned up outside my house. Outside my house. Okay? Because I did that with real conviction. Like, I wanted that so bad, and that's what I decided it was going to happen for me. I was going to have a person who treated me beautifully, and that's how my SP has always treated me. That's exactly the person he is. A beautiful, beautiful soul. A beautiful person. So beautiful that sometimes he gets shat on because he's such a beautiful, loving, giving person. Great advice, Loz. Oh, thank you. Are you Muslim? No, darling, I'm not. I'm not anything. Can I manifest to meet someone I know online this summer? Darling, you manifest anyone you like. Think about the amount of people who manifest celebrities. Look at Zac Efron's girlfriend. She's just a waitress. Okay? They were obsessed with them at first. Now they're with them. Oh, my God, scripting that he texts me on Snapchat is bad? No. Guys, you can script whatever you like, but all I'm saying is don't worry about how it comes about. So if you keep thinking that the way it's going to happen is Snapchat, what I'm saying is it could be happening another way and you don't know it. And you're saying, please only do it this way. So just don't worry about how it's going to come back. Guys, you can still script that, of course. Oh, he snaps me all the time. He rings me all the time. He texts me all the time. He's constantly turning up my door. He can't wait to see me. But do it all. Like, don't just concentrate on one thing like Snapchat, okay? Because that's kind of assuming how it's going to come about. I also have dreams of my crush that he likes me. Wonderful. Does this mean they don't have free will? Yes. Now, this is a real controversial thing about free will and no free will. But think about this logically, guys. If everyone is just reacting to your assumptions about you, them, and the world in general, then how do they have free will? They can't in your reality. In your reality, they are only appearing in your reality and reflecting back your assumptions in your mind. Therefore, they can only do that. Therefore, they have no free will. Does that make sense? They can only reflect to you, back to you, what you feel about you, them, and situations in general. So if you're having a relationship with them, they can only assume what you feel about you during the relationship. I'm not good enough. Maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe he's looking at other guys. And he'll reflect that back. Oh, maybe I should look at other guys then, shall I? What you think about him. He doesn't think I'm good looking enough. He thinks he's better looking than me. Maybe he's ugly. I don't know. He's not as good looking as I thought he was. Literally, guys, this is what will happen. They will start thinking your thoughts. That means they have no free will because they're literally reflecting your assumptions. So the free will thing is controversial, but it's true. They don't have any free will. They're literally reflecting back your assumptions. That is true. So each of us have our own reality. Yes, darling. So think of it like bowling lanes. I'm in my bowling lane bowling my bowling balls. You're in yours next door and someone else is in theirs. Everyone's in their own. That's why in your reality, they're literally just reflecting your assumptions. That's it. Can I manifest a FaceTime call from him in an hour? We don't talk anymore. Well, darling, if you think you're that powerful, go ahead. Good afternoon from New Zealand. Hi, it's the morning here. I'm in Perth. Hello, I love New Zealand. I've been there. How can I manifest a career? Well, darling, do you know what the career is? If you know what the career is, then affirm that you already have that already. I am already a famous actor. I am already a successful mechanic. I am whatever it is. I'm a doctor. I'm a nurse. I am a physiotherapist. Affirm if you know what the career is. If you don't know what the career is, you can just say, isn't it wonderful I have the most amazing career? I love my career. I am so successful in my career. Affirm for that. Or imagine what it is you would feel, how you would feel if it were done. You have that career already. Who would you be? Who would the man or woman be if that person had that career? How would you step into that? What role would you have? So each of us have our own reality. Yes, darling. Guys, do you have any more questions? I think I've missed some. I also have dreams that my crush likes me. Guys, dreams, lots of people ask me about dreams. They're just your subconscious mind working overtime while you're asleep. So give meaning to whatever you want that to mean. If you had a dream about your crush liking you, wonderful. Start assuming, that means he likes me. That means she likes me. Great. Okay? You give meaning to everything. Angel numbers, signs, dreams, you give the meaning. So give it really good meaning, and that will help. What do you think about free will? Yeah, that's what I was saying about free will. Guys, there is no free will. They're in your reality and they have to conform to your assumptions. The end. What affirmations you say to meet them this summer? We had the most beautiful summer together. Our summer was blissfully amazing together. We were together this summer. It was so good. Live in the end of the summer you want with them, okay, darling? How can I make love with my crush? Okay, so if you have a crush, sometimes it's a friend. Okay, sometimes it's someone that doesn't know you, but you know them. Okay, so your crush is simply someone you like. So just assume they're with you already. Assume they love you too. Live in the end of already being with them. Don't assume you have to have a friendship with them first and then have a relationship. Assume they love you already. They're with you already. Guys, the key to manifestation is living in the end. Oh, there's 24 people here. Hi, guys. If you have any questions, just ask them. Have you used the affirmation, I don't chase, I attract? Affirmation, what has happened? No, I actually haven't used that one, but I've seen that a lot on here. I don't chase, I attract. What I want wants me, or whatever it is. It's a lovely affirmation. That girl's voice is beautiful. Where'd that come from? I've seen that a lot on TikTok. Must be a girl who did affirmations, then everyone's using it in their videos. I don't chase, I attract. That's lovely. But I kind of, because I don't believe in the law of attraction, I don't really say I attract, but I say I'm with them already. Oh, hi, Stefan. Thank you for the fire. Wow! Stephanie. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Oh, thank you so much. Please, do you have a question? Stephanie, if you have a question, please do send it to me and I'll answer. So, guys, attraction, like I don't chase, I attract. No, you don't want to chase. But the law of attraction isn't really a thing, okay? You're not attracting anything. You're creating it with your mind, all right? You're living in the end in your mind. And the people in your 3D will conform to make it so. What you assume in your mind is already true. Okay, you're not really attracting anything. It just comes about. People start to move and they will start to conform. Okay? Do you know about indigo children? No idea. Are you from Australia? Yes, I'm in Perth. So I lived in Perth my whole life, my early life. I was born here. Then I moved to Sydney. So I lived in Sydney, all you Sydney people, for 7 years. I went to drama school over there. And then I moved to London for 14. And now I'm back in Perth. The place I never thought I'd ever be in my whole life. You are very attractive. Oh, thank you, darling. My question, have you seen UFOs? I have. Have you? Well, I have not. You don't have to feel emotions to manifest. No, darling. Absolutely not. Okay? Your emotions come from your thoughts, guys. So anyone who's telling you need to feel happy is teaching you the wrong thing and it's fucking confusing you, okay? You manifest all day long. I can want someone to manifest, to ring me or text me and I'll fucking scream at my phone and they'll text me. That's not being happy. I don't have to feel positive to do that, okay? I'm literally saying, motherfucker, you text me now. I'm not feeling positive about that. I'm not feeling happy. I'm not feeling joy. All this stuff about feelings is bullshit. You also don't need to feel it while you're affirming. So while you're affirming, we are happily married. You don't have to feel like you're happily married. You don't have to feel the joy of being married. You just have to say it. It's just the thought, guys. The thought. Think about how many thoughts you've had already in your life. If you're as old as me, You've had 43 years worth of life thoughts. Those thoughts are now in your subconscious mind and they're stuck there. And you need to replace them. Just the thought, just a new thought. The positive thought replacing the old negative thought. The only thing you have to be positive about is the new thought has to be positive. So if you think, I'm fat, you think, no, I'm perfectly made. I'm perfect just the way I am. You replace the negative thought of being fat or being ugly or not being good enough with the new thought that is the opposite of that, the new positive thought. That's the only thing you have to feel positive about, guys. You don't have to feel emotional while affirming. You don't have to believe it. You just have to say it. And don't say it like this. I'm happily married, 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 I'm just checking my snaps while I'm happily married, happily married. No. That's vain affirmations, what Neville calls it. You do it with some oomph. Not feeling, but just like conviction. You claim it. You decree a thing. Okay? We are happily married. I am happily married. Okay? You don't have to feel it. You just have to give it some meaning when you're saying it. Okay? Does that make sense? Oh, God, 17 new messages. I'm crapping on and I'm missing questions. Okay, let me roll up here, guys. My ex just broke up a week before V-Day and I feel like I'm manifesting bad thoughts. Oh, darling, Abby, look, don't worry about the time. Don't worry about it happened before Valentine's Day. Look, some things happen before really important dates and it's awful and then you've got Valentine's Day or Christmas or whatever without them and it's hard, okay? Just feel the feelings, let them out and start now living in your mind that you and he are back together or you and her are back together, okay? So the bad thoughts you're having about it, go back, do revision. Okay, I was teaching this before about revision. You can go back to the breakup, revise the whole scene, imagine it how you would want it to have happened and loop that scene over and over and over again. Visualize a new scene, what you wanted them to say to you, okay? And that will change the current reality, all right? Then live in the end in your mind. We are now happily married. We are together. Isn't it wonderful that we are back together? Okay, live in your mind that you're back together. And affirm that you are. Such and such, their name loves me so much. Such and such can't be without me. Such and such misses me and thinks about me all day long. Okay? Do those affirmations. All right? It'll make you feel better. It'll get rid of those bad thoughts. How can I manifest him and me sleeping together? Well, imagine them in the bed next to you, darling. Imagine sexual stuff. Seriously. That shit works. They start feeling it. Okay? Imagine they can only get hard for you, no one else. Imagine them having sex with you. Imagine living in your mind that you're sexual together. Okay, think those thoughts and you'll send it out to them. It's like love voodoo. How do you manifest someone to love you again? All right, guys, so all this is living in your mind. They loved you once. They love you now. Live in the end in your mind that they now are with you and they love you and they cannot be without you. Affirm that and live in the end in your mind with visualizations, all right? Watch my videos on my page called How to Manifest Properly. It's got a black heading. Go right down the page and watch from 1 to 13. It will teach you the process of this that I'm teaching, guys, about living in the end, that this is the key to all manifestation. You've got to be the man or woman you want to be. If you had that already, how would you feel? You would feel it was done. You would feel it was complete. You would feel completion. You would feel relief. Okay, it's not feelings. It's just knowing it is done. So go and watch those, guys. And then I also have a Manifest Your Ex Back course coming. I'm manifesting Sia's notification, but I'm feeling nervous. Don't feel nervous, darling. Live in the end. You wouldn't feel nervous if you were together, would you? Think about this. How would you feel if you were together already? You wouldn't feel nervous. You wouldn't feel scared. You wouldn't feel sad. You would feel content. You would feel like, I love being with them. So whenever you're having the opposite feeling, think, would I feel like that if they were here already? No, I wouldn't, would I? So stop feeling that. He said we need time apart to become better, but I'm sad I keep thinking bad thoughts. Okay, so when someone says we need time apart to become better, unfortunately, that's them reflecting your thoughts. So somewhere, darling, go back, Abby, and start thinking, when did I think that he might leave me? When did I think that he might not love me? When did I think that he might need time away from me? When did I start thinking that he's drifting away? Did I think that? Yeah, I did. Then that reflects onto them and they will say it. So they will then say, I think we might need time apart. I think we need to work on ourselves. And you'll think, motherfucker, what? But you actually thought it. My SP would reflect a lot of shit that I had thought about his ex-wife because they just split up. Like, maybe you should go and, play the field. Maybe you shouldn't have jumped in with me so fast because we met like literally a month after he'd split up with her. And he would start reflecting that stuff. Like, oh, maybe I did do this too fast. And I'd be like, what? And then I'd think, well, I thought that. That was my thought. So, guys, it's your thought. So go back in your mind. Start thinking, did I think that? Okay, now start thinking the opposite. No, he doesn't need to better himself. He's perfect the way he is. He has gone and improved himself. He's ready for me. He is ready for me now. We are ready for each other. Start affirming those things. If you feel like they had to go off or you had to go off and better yourself, assume their baggage is gone, the past is forgotten, they're ready for me now. Okay? God, 19 new messages. Sorry, I'll scroll up, see if I've missed any. How do I manifest a college admission? Okay, so imagine you are in college there already. Imagine what the college looks like, the campus. Imagine walking around there with your backpack. Imagine sitting in the grounds. Imagine studying there. Okay, say, I am a something student. I love going to school at blah, whatever the school is. How to manifest a specific person or the qualities you want in a man. Guys, you can write them all down. I remember I manifested an SP once by literally writing down in my journal exactly what I wanted them to be, and he turned up like that. Okay? What are the qualities? Write them all down. How you want them to treat you. You can write down how you want them to look, if you want the looks, okay? But how you want them to be as a person, the qualities they have, the values they have. Write that down. I want this man. Just write it down. Sorry, I'm trying to find more. That's all right, darling. You're welcome. How to manifest a specific person, the qualities. Yeah, I did that one. Does your food affect manifestations? No. Oh, God. These people are saying, I started eating clean. And then my manifestation, I'm like, are you joking, motherfucker? What the hell? No, darling. I'm sorry. I'm not going off at you, Stephanie, but there's some bullshit on here. There's some serious bullshit on here about crystals and food and fucking, it's just your thoughts, guys. How is your stomach affecting your thoughts other than, oh, I feel sick, I shouldn't eat that bread? Okay? Guys, food isn't doing shit about manifesting. How to manifest college admission. I did that. Ask the universe specifically for what you want. No, darling, that's hooey. I don't know why you're giving that advice on here. That's bullshit. I don't talk about the universe. The universe is you. You are the universe. Please don't post that shit. How to manifest supportive friends. Okay, so the way to do that is to imagine that they do support you, okay? My friends always support me. My friends are so supportive. My friends love me and always support me, okay? Start affirming that your friends are like that. But you don't have to. If you're talking about support as in about your ex or about your manifestations, you guys, you don't have to talk to them about it. And if they ask you about it, you don't have to tell them. You can just live up here in your own little delusional mind. Don't discuss things with your friends because they will start reflecting back all your negative doubts. They will literally do it and it will really upset you. So just assume that all my friends love me and support me and always say kind things to me. Start affirming that, okay? Okay, you're getting blocked in whatever your name is because you give me the shits. You're doing so many. You're just trying to get people to go to your page. Get people to go to your own page with your own live, darling. I'm not interested in reading your bullshit. Okay? I'm going to block you because I don't know why you're doing this, but clearly you've got some issues. Not my problem. How do I block this person? Guys, how do I block someone? You tell me. No, they don't want to watch you, darling. They're watching me. How to manifest meeting with my SP. Okay, so you can imagine the scene that you want, but guys, don't worry about the how. Okay, you're worrying about meeting a new person or you mean your old SP? If it's a new person, imagine just a lovely date with someone. You can't see their face, but you just imagine it's a lovely date. Do a visualization about it. Darling, don't come on my channel and start talking about your stuff. I don't believe in the universe, okay? I'm blocking you. There you go. See you later. Goodbye. Does meditation help manifesting better? No, darling. Well, look, if you can get it to... No, I've rephrased that. If you can get into a meditative state, it's called the state akin to sleep, then that will help you drift off into your visualization better, then yes. But you don't have to do like guided meditation or sit there with meditative music to manifest. You are literally manifesting all day long, you understand? So even your negative thinking manifests. So you don't have to constantly think that you need to meditate. I don't want you to think that because you meditate, then you can manifest. Don't give yourself that restriction. Okay, but you can get yourself in a meditative state if that helps you drift into your living in the end scene. If that helps you affirm, then yes, do that. Okay, but it's not a condition that you need. All right, darling? Oh, it's all right. That Paul, I just muted that guy. I just blocked him. He's an idiot. He's clearly wanting people to go to his page. Like, get people to go to your own page, motherfucker. Hi, Paul. Did you go to sleep finally? You were up at 3 a.m. watching the live. How to manifest to get rid of negative people. Okay, so guys, this is the thing. At first, when I used to want to get rid of negative people, I used to remove myself from their life. I used to think, oh, I don't want them around me. They're draining me of my energy. They're this, they're that. And then I realized I was assuming they're negative, and therefore they were turning up negative. And yet they weren't turning up in other people's lives as negative, in their realities. So I would say, they're not negative with me. And I think, aren't they? The fuck? And then I realized I was thinking they were negative. So whoever those people are, darling, stop thinking that they're negative. Start affirming, they're always so positive and happy. They always talk the kind words to me. They're always so happy when they're around me. And they will start to change. You don't have to remove them from your life or remove yourself from their reality, from your reality. Just affirm that they are now positive and see how they change, and you'll see it, really. I can't stop manifesting bad things. I'm scared he's going to move on when I know that's not true. Darling, if you're scared he's going to move on, that's your fear, and you will literally create him moving on. You will literally create a third party. Please stop thinking that. Start living in your mind. Don't be scared of bad things happening. Start really tricking your mind, guys, into that you're already together. And the more you think that, the more this fear will start going away. I promise you. It's kind of like living in your own little fantasy world every day, and you wake up in the morning and you think they're still here. Okay, really try and do that, guys, because then that bad feeling, that negative feeling, that scared feeling, that fear will dissipate. But fear creates third parties. Fear creates them moving on. So stop assuming they're going to move on. As soon as you assume that, they'll start moving on. So stop. As soon as you think that they're going to move on, stop yourself. Replace that thought straight away. No, they want me and only me. They're with me right now. They don't want anybody but me. Okay, start replacing that negative thinking, that scared thought straight away with an affirmation that counters that. Okay. My SP said he needed time alone, that he wants to be alone. Then he ended it. Do I affirm he needs me? Okay, so when people split up with you guys and they say things like, I need space, your fear manifested. At some point you thought they probably need space. At some point you thought they might leave you. At some point you had fears about you breaking up. That's all that is. So all you need to do is now replace it that they can't be without you. He or she cannot be without me. God, they miss me. They need me. God, he needs me. And then start living in the end that you're already together. Is a third party another person? Yes, darling. Sorry, I keep saying third party and specific person. People get confused. Do I wait until my crush makes the move if I did the affirmations? I would if I was a girl. Sorry, but I like being in feminine energy and the guy or the girl has to chase me. Okay, so I would. I also would do that if you feel like you're in a state of rejection. Do not reach out if you feel rejected, because all you'll get is more rejection, guys. Okay, so you can affirm that they contact you constantly and you don't have to do anything. Please give me advice. I lost my BSF, but our friendship is so toxic. We fight a lot. I miss her. Oh, okay. So, darling, listen, I lost my best friend last year. And I really... Not last year. It was the year before. And I was so upset. And then I realized that my negative thinking during that time created the situation. So I was thinking she was angry at me. I was looking at her situation when she was frantic with children and thinking it had something to do with me, or she doesn't want to spend time with me. But really all it was she was busy. Okay, and I started thinking negatively, and the more negative thoughts I had, the more she started reflecting back to me that she was negative, she was annoyed with me. Okay, so start thinking back to what you did, why you were fighting, why you fought a lot, why it was toxic, and start replacing those thoughts. No, she isn't angry at me, she loves me, she's always loved me, she's my BFF, okay? And start replacing those thoughts. What's your thoughts on Earth and why you are here? God, that's the lifelong question, isn't it? I have no idea. To experience things, to learn that you are God, to learn that you are all-powerful. He definitely will. He definitely will what? I will wait until he makes the move. I know he will. Yes, darling. Yes. Okay? Don't feel you have to reach out, guys. All these people on here telling you have to reach out to get a text. What are they teaching you? That's not manifestation. That's action. That was deep. Thanks, Ben. Is living in the end imagining you already have a message or you're receiving the message? Yes, darling, but imagining you're already together. You guys are worrying too much about the how, about that they're going to message you. Just imagine you're together. If you're together, don't they message you all the time? Live in the end. We are happily married. Even if marriage seems too far a reach to you, think we are already together. We are so happy together. Such and such and I are in the most beautiful relationship. And then they constantly call and text me. They can't be without me. If they don't talk to me and text me every day, they don't feel right. Okay, start affirming that if even living in the end seems too much. Just affirm that they're constantly contacting you. Help. I'm trying to manifest clear skin and it's my first time manifesting. Will my doubts affect it? Darling, your doubts will manifest. Okay, so doubt is the devil. Stop doubting it. So look at my skin. I'm 43. Okay? I have a filter on, but I'm 43. All right? I have manifested having dewy, youthful skin by just saying I have dewy, youthful skin. You know the thing I forgot to say? I have clear skin. So look at my pimples. Hormonal acne and maskne, because I had to wear a mask last 2 weeks, so I was getting maskne. I forgot to affirm I have clear skin. I kept saying I have dewy, youthful skin, but I forgot to say and clear skin. So start saying I have the clearest skin. My complexion is perfection. Okay, start affirming those things. Don't say I have no acne, because that's talking about the past story, the old story. Just say I have beautiful, clear skin. When you look at the mirror, try not to look at the acne or whatever. Just look at the bits that are improving. Or don't even look in a mirror, darling, if it affects you. Okay? And visualize people saying to you, oh my God, your skin looks so amazing. What have you done? Visualize your person on the phone. Oh my God, your best friend going, gee, your skin's looking so good at the moment. Have you done something? Okay, visualize that. What are your thoughts on reincarnation? I don't know about that, darling. I don't know about reincarnation. I only know that we're all spirit and we hang around. We don't go anywhere. Your meat dies. I'm living in the end of how do you not give up on our desires? Okay, guys. This is interesting because it's hard not to give up when you want it. It's your desire. And as Neville says, and everyone who teaches manifestation says, you have your desire for a reason because you're meant to have it. Okay? So don't give up on it. You're meant to have it. Unless it goes against the golden rule and you want to cause a terrorist incident. That's different. Okay? But if it's a good thing you want, then you deserve to have it and you're meant to have it. Okay? So don't give up on it. You're meant to have it. If you love someone, you can't give up on them and say, I'll just get someone new. You love them. Don't give up on it, darling. Live in the end in your mind. How do we get over someone? Darling, you don't have to get over them. All you need to do is affirm that they love you too, that you are already happily married, you're already together. Live in the end in your mind, that you are together, that the past is forgotten, that they are with you. Okay, you don't have to get over them. You can have them back if you want. Your negative thinking caused the situation in the first place where you split up. Now all you have to do is change that negative thinking into positive thinking by using affirmations and living in the end and using visualization that you're already together. Okay, follow my page, guys, because I go live every day. You can keep asking me questions, but I do have a course coming up about how to manifest them back, that you don't have to give up on them, all right? You don't have to get over them. Plug myself in. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to plug my battery in because this is about to die. And I don't want the live to die because this happened a couple of weeks ago and my live went all strange. Okay, I might hold my phone. Okay, how do we get over... what is a good manifestation? Hang on. What is a good manifestation to try so that we can believe more? Believe more in what, Paul? Yourself or the thing you're affirming? Just clarify that for me. Oh, you mean, a manifestation out in the 3D world so you can believe that this works? Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. Manifest someone buying you a cup of coffee. I always get free coffee. I'm going to get a free coffee today. Affirm that someone wears a different outfit than what they normally wear. So maybe they never wear purple or blue, and you manifest that the next time you affirm the next time you see them, they're going to be wearing a purple shirt. If they don't worry, the next time they probably will. Affirm that someone says something to you they never say. So they never say, howdy. Okay, and the next time they see you, you affirm, that person's going to say howdy to me. They're going to say hello and say howdy. Okay, and then you'll start realizing, oh shit, this works. Okay, when someone tells you in a shop that they don't have something, or a waitress tells you they don't have a certain meal, just affirm that they do. And if it turns up, you'll know your power. Okay, and also just start looking at your life and realizing what you've done already. That shows your power because you already did it. I'm not giving up. You motivate me so much. Thank you. Oh, that's all right, darling. You're most welcome. I know it's hard, guys, when you've split up with someone, or you lost someone, or your best friend's not talking to you, or you're trying to get in college and you haven't heard back yet, or you're trying to get a job. It's hard, guys, not to give up. But trust me when I say you have your desire for reasons because you're meant to have it. Thank you. I'm going to try it. Yay, do that. When will the course be out? So what I'm doing, guys, I'm actually building a big, long course on how to manifest your ex back, hour-long videos. So because TikTok's too short. So I do have the videos coming out as 1-minute videos probably at the end of this week. There's about 15 of them. But I'm going to put with that the actual course that you can go to my Facebook page, Manifest Live with Loz, and purchase. It'll be about $45. It'll be videos you can download for yourself and watch in your own time. And really, really get the whole process of step by step how to manifest them back, how to manifest properly, okay? But I have to do it. I've been on live so much, I haven't had a chance to record them. What's the best way to get rid of a third party? Okay, stop thinking about them. because your fear created the third party in the first place. So stop thinking about that motherfucker. You're just going to give them energy and you're going to keep them alive. Don't think about them anymore. Now, don't look at their socials. Don't look at your SP socials. Stop looking at them. Act like they don't fucking exist. Because in your reality, they don't exist. If they don't exist in your reality, they won't exist. They'll find a way to leave your SP. They'll go away. They will. They literally will go away. They'll find someone new. They'll start being disgusted by your SP and they'll leave. I have an affirmation video. I just posted it before this live went on. It's got a blue, lovely blue filter in front of it. Do those affirmations, darling. They are about, I am too important to lose. I am the prize, okay? I am irreplaceable. Listen to it and repeat after me and start using those and change them if you want into your affirmations about feeling important, feeling like the priority, because the key to getting rid of a third party is not to think about the third party and not to affirm about the third party. You're just affirming that you're important in their life. You're irreplaceable. You're too important to lose. Do those affirmations, okay? I have some lovely affirmation videos coming up, guys. That was the whole point of this page, for me to do those affirmation videos. But now I'm just answering questions. How to wait patiently for a job application. Assume you have it already, darling. Start getting your bags ready, packed, go to that job. Assume you already work there. Don't even worry about getting the job. Just assume that they loved you and you have it already. Live in the end in your mind that you already work there. Imagine sitting at the desk at that place. Imagine being in the yard, wherever it is that, you know, where you have lunch there. Imagine you are that already. You are that employee already. Hi, guys. 18 people here. Ask me a question, guys, if you just joined. How do we make sure it's gone, though? You mean the third party? Don't worry about how. Guys, anything where you question how, that's you worrying about the how. His ways are past finding out. You don't know how this is going to come about, guys. That's you worrying about how. That's what people say when they say letting go. Sometimes they're talking about letting go of how it's going to come about. You don't know how that third party is going to leave your specific person. Don't worry about it. You won't know. Maybe they get hit by a car tomorrow. Sorry, but could happen. Okay? Any more questions? Would it be helpful to pick a new affirmation I use instead of different affirmations? Look, if the ones you're using are working, use those. But if you feel they're not working for you, then you can change them up a bit. But just use, your affirmations need to be at the core of your issues, guys, the core of your negative thinking. So if those affirmations are really getting at the core of your negative thinking, then still continue to use them, or you can riff on a theme. So if it's I am enough, you could have I am more than good enough. I am perfection. I am enough, okay? I am everything everyone wants, okay? You can start riffing on it, the same theme, okay? Thank you, needed that. That's all right, darling. How can I stop worrying about how much time it's taking? Time is an illusion. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about how long it's taking. Just live in the end in your mind. The more, guys, I'm telling you right now, the more you live in the end in your mind, the better you'll feel. You'll start feeling better because in your fantasy mind, your subconscious thinks, oh, we're together already, are we? Oh, this feels so good. And then you won't feel so desperate, so needy, and so sad because in your head, you're already together and your subconscious is getting tricked into thinking you are. And then your subconscious will start making you feel better. This is literally how it works, okay? What is the difference between letting go and surrendering? I don't really know what the difference is, but I don't believe in letting go. All you're letting go of is, darling, is the how it's going to come about and the old story that you're holding about you and the other person. So don't worry about surrendering. All you're doing is surrendering to how it's going to come about. You don't worry about the how. You can't possibly know how it's going to come about. I'll give you an example. This is how my SP and I met. This is how you don't know how it's going to work out. I was living in England. I got into weightlifting. When I was getting into weightlifting, this is the bridge of incidents for me meeting my SP. This is how I didn't know how it was going to come about, okay? I got into lifting weights. I started following a girl on Instagram who started talking about intermittent fasting. I thought, what's that? I started looking up intermittent fasting and found information on the keto diet. Now, the ketogenic diet was starting to be recommended for Alzheimer's patients, and my mum was getting Alzheimer's. So I started watching all these videos about the ketogenic diet, and then I decided to move back to make my mum go on this diet to change her Alzheimer's, fix her Alzheimer's. I was trying, but I started having negative thoughts that she wouldn't do it, and so therefore she stopped doing it. In the meantime, I met an old friend that I'd lived in London with. She was here. At her party, I met a guy. That guy and I got together. He pursued me heavily for ages, and then he dropped me like a hotcake and treated me just awfully. And I was devastated. I was like, oh, I thought this guy and I were meant to be together. I thought this was, my person. Then my mum's Alzheimer's got worse. Our relationship completely deteriorated. We used to be best friends, and I ended up in therapy because the breakup and the Alzheimer's thing and me being back in Perth and feeling alone really affected me. And I decided to move back here, and I felt like I had no friends here except this other friend, this new friend I'd met at her party who introduced me to the guy. So I enrolled myself through my therapist that I started seeing again into this really intensive therapy. At the therapy, I started learning about me, about my negative thoughts, what they were. I started realizing that I needed to be vulnerable and tell people about all my body issues. The therapy helped me immensely, but it didn't make me love myself, but it made me realize that I could accept myself. During that time, I met my old ex-boyfriend came back into my life. We then split up. The week we split up, I started affirming. Then in the meantime, my friend, the friend I said, and I were hanging out on New Year's Eve. She got in a fight with me because she didn't like the new SP that I was with my ex-boyfriend. She stopped talking to me. We got in this fight. She had given me a plant for Christmas. I had killed it because I didn't know how to water plants properly. So I went onto YouTube. I started watching YouTube videos about watering plants. I started getting into indoor plants. See all my plants? I started getting into indoor plants. Then I got bored of the indoor plants and thought I would build a garden, a vegetable garden in my backyard. So I started researching that. This was a couple of weeks later. I realized I needed lawn clippings for my garden. So one morning I was asleep. I'd left my window slightly open because it was hot. I could hear this lawnmower at 7 in the morning. I jumped out of bed. I thought, oh, that person will have lawn clippings. I raced over the road in my dressing gown, looked at the truck, yelled out, whose truck is this? This beautiful looking guy came out, and he's my SP. Now, the week before he appeared outside my house, I had affirmed, because I'd split up with the other guy, I want someone who treats me beautifully. I just want someone who treats me beautifully. And this guy appeared outside my house. Now, what was the bridge of incidences for me to start getting into plants, for me to want lawn clippings from this person? I'd never liked plants in my life. But I had to move back to Perth, see my old friend, have all this stuff happen, her and I have a fight, her to have given me a plant, it died, me to get into plants, me to then want a vegetable garden, for me to go over the road to talk to him. I couldn't possibly have worked that out, that was how I was going to meet him, that all those steps had to happen for that to happen. Do you understand? That's the how. I couldn't possibly have realized all of that myself. That's why I'm saying to you guys, don't worry about the how. Does that make sense? Does that long story I just told you make sense about a bridge of incidents will occur to make it so? Once you live in the end in your mind, I want a man who treats me beautifully. I want a man who treats me beautifully. Once I lived in the end in my mind, that happened. And the bridge of incidents made it so. Do you understand? That was a fucking long story. Sorry. Living in the end is the biggest key to manifesting. Yes, Paul, it is. What is the other key? Letting go of the old story. That's what letting go means. Get rid of the old story and step into the new story of who you are. Get rid of the old story. Living in the end in your mind, you can't still have the old story about you. Can't be thinking we're happily married and thinking you're a piece of shit. Can't be thinking that they love you and think you're unlovable. Get rid of the old story about you. Okay, I've missed a whole lot of questions while I was banging on with that story. Letting go of expectations only. Yes, darling, and letting go of the old story about you. How not to be jealous about everything. Well, darling, if you're feeling jealous, then that's about your self-concept. You need to build yourself up and put yourself on the pedestal, and then you won't be jealous of other people, okay? Work on your self-concept. Start doing the affirmations in my videos. I've got the videos with the filters over them. I am a queen. I'm treated like a queen. I am the most lovable girl in the world. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. Start building your self-concept up, and other people won't bother you so much. You won't feel jealous of them because you'll feel amazing. Beautiful but crazy at the same time. Is my manifestation close? I feel excited. Well, darling, you decide that. Only you decide. You put meanings on things. How do you put yourself on the pedestal? Okay, guys, putting yourself on the pedestal is key to getting your SP back. And you don't want to do self-concept just to get your SP, but I'm telling you right now it works. You have to feel good inside. You have to feel lovable. You have to feel like they would want you. You have to believe that you are the shit. For them to think you're the shit. They literally will reflect back what you think about you. If you think you are on the pedestal, they will treat you like you are. If you think you're the queen, they will treat you like a queen. You understand? Start doing the affirmation videos in my page with the filters. one about being a queen, one about feeling lovable, one about being irreplaceable, and you will feel better, guys, and you'll go up on the pedestal and you'll take them down. The only way to take someone down off a pedestal is to put yourself up there with your self-concept affirmations. You feel better about you, and they will treat you accordingly. You are a queen, yes. Treat yourself like a queen, okay, and you'll be treated like one. How do you, like, think about this, about Beyonce. For an example of self-concept, she has two self-concepts going at the same time. One works for her and one doesn't. Which one is the one you think works for her? The one where she thinks she's Queen Bee. She calls herself Queen Bee. She allows everyone else to call her Queen Bee. She affirms that she is the greatest, pop star of all time, that she is the Queen Bee. That works. What is she affirming, and what is her self-concept about men that didn't work? Does anyone know? What was her self-concept about men that backfired? Someone tell me. What was her concept of men that didn't work for her? Give me an answer. What happened with her and Jay-Z? What happened with her and her father and her mum? What did her father do to her mum? What assumptions does she have about men based on her dad's behaviour? Does anyone know? Tell me. What did her dad do to the mum? Beyonce's dad. Who knows this answer? What did Beyonce's dad do to Beyonce's mum? Anyone know? Infidelity. Exactly. So Beyonce's dad cheated quite badly on Beyonce's mum and left her. So what self-concept do you think Beyonce has about men? Men cheat. Men leave. What did Jay-Z do? Her self-concept for her career is wonderful. Her self-concept about herself might be wonderful, but her self-concept, her assumptions about men were bad. And guess what happened? See what I'm saying? So it's your concept about you, them, they will cheat, men cheat, and relationships in general, situations in general. Men always cheat. Men are cheaters. He will probably cheat one day. See what I'm saying? So you can be the richest, most famous pop star in the world and still have shitty assumptions about things, and things will happen for you negatively in your world, like Beyonce. Okay? I ain't sorry. I always remember that line. I ain't sorry. Exactly. But he really had to make up for it, didn't he, with that Lemonade record. Whoa! You wouldn't want to cheat on Beyonce. She'll fucking come for you. She'll smash you with a baseball bat. Okay? But she caused that, unfortunately, with her thinking. That Becky with the good hair would come along, okay? Because of her subconscious thoughts about men. Because her childhood was affected by the way the dad acted. Her adulthood was affected and her thoughts were affected, okay? If I ask the universe for a sign, is it really a sign or did I manifest the object? Yeah, darling, see, you're getting it now. You probably manifested the sign and the object. But if you did, that's fine. Just give it meaning that your manifestation's coming. You, darling, you give it meaning. Only you give it meaning, okay? Guys, do you have any more questions? My ex is being really stubborn. Any tips? Stop saying they're being stubborn. Stop thinking they're stubborn. That's why they're doing it. Do you understand? Your assumptions manifest. You are assuming they're stubborn. So guess how they're behaving in your reality? Stubborn. Start affirming the complete opposite. My ex does everything I want. My ex loves me and only me. My ex listens to everything I say. My ex wants what I want. I don't say my ex. Say their name. Such and such, otherwise you're referring that they're your ex. Such and such wants me and only me. They want what I want. They always do what I want. Don't say they're not stubborn. Just think what's the opposite of stubborn. They do whatever I want. Is that the opposite of stubborn? I'm trying to think. When do I do affirmations? Do I use his name and make it general? Or no? So, use their name. None of this general shit. Okay? Because if you start saying, every man always loves me. Every man loves me. Every man will start to love you. I'm not joking, guys. I started affirming that I'm the most lovable girl in the world. Fucking men jump out of their cars to talk to me. It's fucking freaky. So general work if you want everyone to love you, but be specific about your person and say their name. Yes, please say their name. Their first name. I asked the universe for a sign. I'm sorry. Any more questions, guys? Hang on. I'm just seeing if I missed anything. Keep seeing angel numbers. Yes, darling, you're manifesting them. Stop looking for them. Hey, I'm glad I caught you live. I love your account and love you. I knew so much. Oh, thank you, Alex. Yay. Or is it Alexi? Alexi. I've seen you before. Yes, hello. Just found out my girlfriend is cheating. Please tell me how to make her love me like she used to. Oh, darling. Okay, right. This is hard. Okay. If you just found this out, let the feelings out. Have a big cry, okay? Don't try and stuff all your feelings down. Don't try and feel positive. That won't work. Then go back in your mind and start thinking, what was I thinking during the relationship about her or about myself that might have caused this situation? I know this is hard to take because you don't want to blame yourself, but you create everything with your thoughts. So you might have been thinking things like, she doesn't love me. She doesn't love me enough. I love her more than me. I love her more than she loves me. I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful. She looks at other girls. Okay? Then you might have been thinking they will cheat. I don't know if they want just me. I think they've got a wandering eye. I think they're looking at other girls. I think they're looking at people on the snap. They're talking to other girls. You'll start manifesting that, guys. Your fears manifest as well as your good thoughts, all right? Your fears really do manifest third parties and cheating. I'm not joking. So go back. Write down what your thoughts were or think about them. What were they that might have caused this? And then flip those into affirmations. No. My girlfriend, her name, wants me and only me. She only has eyes for me. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. Darling, go to my page. I just posted a video before this live with a big blue filter on the front. And it is called Affirmations for Being Irreplaceable. Do those affirmations over and over. Whenever a third party or cheating is turned up, you need to start putting yourself on the pedestal. Build yourself up and be irreplaceable and too important to lose. You lose me, you lose. Start thinking these thoughts, okay? Build yourself up. And I swear to you, whatever has happened with her, she will stop. Because she will start reflecting back your thoughts about yourself. You'll start feeling better about yourself. You'll start putting yourself on the pedestal and she will have no choice but to reflect that. And whatever cheating has happened will stop. Okay? Go and do those affirmations about being irreplaceable. Okay? I hope that helped. Let me know if it didn't. I say he don't know what stubborn is. I'm stubborn. I'm persistent. I get what I want. He's going to break. Yes! Say all that. Say all that, darling. That's perfect. I always get everything I want. I'm the queen of my reality. What I say goes. I run this shit. Start saying that. I manifested him, but he messages me, and when I reply, he ignores me. We'll start affirming that he doesn't, okay? He loves hearing from me. He can't wait to get my texts. He always replies to my texts. He can't wait to talk to me. He wants me and only me. Such and such. Live in the end, darling, of you and him already being together. Okay? So maybe you're sending out fearful thoughts when you're texting. You're thinking, oh, God, I hope he texts me back. He might not text me back. And then that's what will happen. Stop thinking those fearful thoughts. Start living in the end that you're already together and start affirming that they're constantly calling and texting you. Does water really help with manifestation? I'm not rolling my eyes at you, darling. I'm just rolling my eyes at the ridiculous shit you guys are being taught on here. Water's got nothing to do with anything. Okay, sorry, I don't understand this. Just let me explain this to you. So I talk to the water. I give the water all my good affirmations. The water changes. Okay, yeah, water changes, fine. That science experiment showed that, right? I drink the water. I piss out the water. How is that changing you guys? You've got to change your thoughts, not your water. Ah! This shit about water manifestation is such a load of bullshit. Please stop watching all this shit. It's your thoughts that manifest, guys. Your thoughts. Your thoughts aren't being changed by the water you drank, are they? And then you wee it out anyway. How long does it take for the affirmations to start working? As long as it takes you to convince yourself that you are the man or woman you want to be already. That's my answer. That's Neville's answer. Do you believe you're the man or woman you are already? Do you believe you already have the job? Do you believe you are already together? Or are you having fearful thoughts in the meantime? That's how long it takes. And it will come at its own appointed hour. Okay, so don't rush it. Don't push the 3D for it to come. You are so Aussie. Yes, I am. I lived in London for 14 years and I did not acquire a British accent. It depresses me. I hate my accent. Oh, yeah, I always ask why the replies are so slow and stiff. Maybe that's the reason. Yes, darling, you see what you're doing? So, you're texting. Then you think, Why is he taking so long? He always takes so long. You're affirming that. Stop that. Any advice on how to ignore current circumstances with an SP? Look, darling, your 3D reality is just a reflection of your old thoughts. So start realizing that. Neville calls the 3D world your echo world. It is literally an echo. Echo, 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 echo. You know, like you yell at a mountain. Hello, 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 hello. It is echoing from the past. Your past thoughts are showing up in your reality now. So to change your reality, you have to have new thoughts and it will catch up. It has to catch up. You can't expect it to happen like this. It has to catch up because the old shit has to go. Okay, so it's like this. You've gone into a movie theatre, you bought a ticket for 50 Shades of Grey. This is what one of my manifestation groups, one of the coaches says. You bought a ticket for 50 Shades of Grey, but you walk in the theatre and Star Wars is still running. You have to wait for Star Wars to finish, for 50 Shades to be put in the tape to watch that. Okay? It's just your old thoughts. So don't react to the 3D, guys. It's just your old thoughts manifesting. So it's got to catch up. So when you, what was your actual question? How do you not how do you ignore them? You don't have to necessarily ignore them. Just look at them and go, I'm changing you. My screensaver says, fuck you 3D, I'm changing you. I don't know if you can see it. Fuck you 3D, I'm changing you. Just don't be reactive to it. Just say, okay, it is what it is. I accept that it is what it is. I created that. Now I'm changing it. All right? What about gratitude? Does that help your manifestation come faster? Gratitude for what? I don't understand this. I'm happy and grateful now that. Well, if you're trying to manifest a specific person back and you keep saying you're grateful, well, to me, that puts them on a fucking pedestal. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad you're back. Because you're so wonderful. Fuck them. You're on the pedestal. I'm not grateful. You should be grateful for me, motherfucker. I'm the queen of the world. Don't you know who I am? Don't be grateful, guys. Grateful is implying like, oh, I'm so thankful. Thank God for this. Oh, I'm not deserving. Get rid of the grateful. I don't believe that it helps anything. It makes you feel better about your life. Like, oh, I'm so grateful I have running water and clean air. And if you do a gratitude journal, yes, it does help you feel better. Okay, but I don't think it helps you manifest personally, especially if it's a specific person. How to remove a third party. Okay, Christy, darling, or Kirsty, go onto my page. I just posted a video. It's got a blue filter on it. It's just the last video I posted, and it's called You Are Irreplaceable Affirmations. Don't worry about the third party. Don't think about them. Don't affirm about them. Just do those affirmations. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. You lose me, you lose. Okay, start building your self-concept up and don't worry about the third party. Don't react to the third party. Don't think about the third party. In your reality, they don't exist. Get rid of them in your reality, okay? Any affirmations? Oh, God, this is moving fast. Any affirmations to say when you want an ex back that helps? Guys, build your self-concept up. They want me and only me. I am the queen of my reality. I am treated like a queen. Build your self-concept up and then talk about them as if they're already together with you. Okay? We are happily married. We're now happily married. Say their name. What's the book title? What book are you talking about? Oh, you mean Neville Goddard? He's got lots of books. He's got a reader with lots of different books in it. His main book is called Feeling is the Secret. That's probably the easiest one to read. She doesn't want commitment and wants to move away internationally. How do I stop fixating on this? Okay. So, you're thinking she doesn't want commitment and you're thinking she wants to move away. Guys, you've got to understand that everyone is reflecting back your assumptions. If you assume she doesn't want commitment, she will start reflecting that. Start assuming she wants commitment. Start assuming she wants to stay. She wants to live here. She doesn't want to live anywhere else. Of course she wants commitment. I'm the only person she wants. She wants me and only me. Okay? Guys, they are reflecting your thoughts. You've got to really get your head around this. It's hard to take, but when you get it, when the penny drops, you'll be like, oh my fucking God, I created this whole thing. He messages me, replying after ignoring me for a few days. I don't know if I should reply. Darling, always reply. If you're in contact, guys, don't start playing hard to get and not replying. That's silly. Do reply, okay, but don't initiate. Just let them text you. Affirm that they're constantly calling and texting you. You don't have to reach out first, okay? Thank you so much. My SP is so convinced we won't be together. Little does he know. Yeah, fuck him. Or her. Mate, I love you. Oh, thank you, darling. Hey, I'm back. Oh, hi, Jordan does stuff. What does SP mean? Oh, sorry, guys. Specific person. Just means your person. Could be your ex, your new person that you're trying to manifest, your best friend that you're not talking to, your mum, your dad, whoever. All tarot readers say she's coming back, but she shows no sign she has another girlfriend. Okay, so tarot readers are just reflecting your assumptions. So if you're assuming they're coming back, good. Okay? We'll take good meaning from that tarot reading. They're definitely coming back. Hooray. Give good meaning, guys, to any readings you're having or anything. Doesn't matter they've got another girlfriend. Affirm that they want you and only you. Do those affirmations in my affirmation tape, my blue one that just came out. That's about a third party. You don't think about the third party, guys. How to make him obsessed with me. Oh, that's a good one. Now, some people say don't say obsessed, but I say it all the time. He's so obsessed with me. When he goes to work, he thinks of nothing but me. He gets hard at work. He's distracted by me. He can't think of anything but me. He gets hard when he's at work and it's distracting. He can't think of anything but me. He's fucking obsessed with me. He's so obsessed with me now. Why is he so obsessed with me now? Okay? Start affirming that they're obsessed. Start affirming that they think of nothing but you, that they can't breathe without you, that they can't do a shit without thinking about you. Okay? You can go that extreme, guys, if you want. Okay? How often do you say the affirmations? Guys, as often as you need to replace the negative thinking. All you're trying to do with affirmations is replace your negative thoughts, all right? Because that is what's causing the situation. Your negative thinking. So do it in the morning when you're waking up. Do it at night when you're going to bed. Do it in the shower, doing your washing dishes, doing your exercising. Do it on an hour every hour. Put a reminder in your phone and do it for 5 minutes every hour on the hour for 9 hours. I've been affirming for a month or so that he's coming back and I haven't seen any progress. Tips, stop looking at the 3D. Stop looking at your outside world and thinking there's no movement. There is always movement. You don't know if a person's thinking of you. You're not in their reality right now knowing what they're doing. You're just in yours. Start assuming they're thinking about you and stop reacting to the 3D world. It is just old assumptions manifest. It is just your old assumptions. So assuming it's happening, if you start affirming they're missing you, you can't possibly know if they're sitting there thinking of you. Okay, guys? You can't possibly know. I'm going to go and get another coffee because I'm starting to screw my words up because I haven't had enough coffee this morning. You're going to come to my kitchen, guys. Do you mind? I'm moving with you. You're moving with me to my kitchen. Excuse my messy kitchen. Okay. Yes, I tell them, go back to your story. Yes, go back to the new story, guys. Go create a new story about you and them. Forget about the old story. The old story is what's fucking with you guys, okay? You're starting to think the old story, they don't love me, they're not texting me. Get rid of that old story. It's not helping you. Friends of 5 years started dating, commitment issues, told me wants to stay friends only. Oh, so you were friends for 5 years, then you started dating, then they told you have commitment issues and they want to stay friends. Okay, no, they don't decide. You fucking decide. Okay, so start affirming that they love me romantically, that they feel this way about me. Start feeling like if you want a friend to like you, start saying sexual affirmations, guys. Start saying that they get horny about you, that they think about you and only you, that they go to bed and fantasize about you. Okay? I know this is like above the PG level, but start saying that they're masturbating about you, that they're thinking about you all the time, they're obsessed with you. Because if they're your friend, you want them to feel romantic about you, start saying affirmations about that. Start visualizing them thinking about you in bed. Seriously. Okay? Start feeling that way. Now, also stop saying they have commitment issues. Say they want to commit to me and only me. They're committed to me and only me. We are together. Start living in your mind together as a romantic couple and forget about the friendship shit. Forget about what they said because all that was your fears being reflected back to you. They were literally reflecting your fears, guys, okay? They were literally telling you what your fears were. When someone tells you something you don't want to hear, normally it's your fear. No shit. They've actually told you what you're fearing. They're the words that you were already thinking in your mind, okay? You're an awesome person, your energy. Oh, thank you, Anastasia. Guys, remember circumstances don't matter. We all get our shit in the end. Yes! Circumstances don't matter, guys. You create your circumstances, okay? So when you're looking at the 3D circumstances, stop caring so much about it because you can change it. This makes me feel better. Thanks, Melissa. I'm glad. I know, look, I had to do all this stuff because I was having trouble with my SP and I had to do this to make myself feel better. So trust me, I know the feeling. I watched my SP repeat my affirmations back to me. It was powerful. See? They do, and it fucking freaks you out, but it does work. It does happen. Any advice on how to stop thinking negatively and stop being anxious about the situation? All right, darling. So, if you suffer from anxiety, don't worry. You can still manifest when you're feeling anxious. You can still manifest when you're feeling sad or nervous. Okay, it's not a problem. Okay, you're manifesting all day long. So don't start thinking that you have to... I'm going to put my phone here. Don't start thinking that you have to be positive to manifest. That's a load of bullshit. Okay, so your negative thinking, you're just replacing now with your new affirmations. So start thinking, what's my negative thought? Create an affirmation against it. And whenever you get that negative thought during the day, replace it straight away. Say, no, shut up. Okay, tell your ego mind, tell your subconscious mind, whatever the negative thought is, to fuck off. No, and you say the new affirmation. Stick the new affirmation in.
She doesn't want me. No, she wants me and only me. Stick the affirmation in when you get the thought, guys. Wow, there's 26 people here. Hi, guys. So affirmations people use on a loop, you know, in the morning and at night and on a schedule. But, guys, you really need to use them to replace your negative thinking during the day, okay? During the day. Because that's when it will help. Oh, I'm trying to froth my milk and my frother's not working. Any more questions? I think I've missed some. I stayed her friend even though she's dating another girl. I just told her I wanted more now. Or, okay, so guys, if you told her you wanted more, okay, just remember this. Doing something in the 3D doesn't make any difference. So you could tell her that you want her, but that's not going to make any difference. If in your mind you're thinking she doesn't want you. You have to think that you're already together. You have to think that she wants you. Telling her that you want more, telling someone what you want doesn't make any difference, guys. Doing things in the 3D doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is because you're having contrary thoughts in your mind while you're saying it. You're trying to force them to do something. You've got to turn them into the person you want in your mind first, and then they will reflect that. Telling them does nothing, okay? So start imagining you're already together in your mind. Don't worry about what you said to her. Don't beat yourself up. Just now live in your head and your mind, and it will start to conform in your 3D world, okay? She'll start to conform to what you're thinking. Oh, God, 9 new messages. Blah, blah, blah. I love this. Oh, thanks, Melissa. I randomly feel excited. Does that mean my manifestations are near? Darling, you give meaning to it. So if you want that to be the meaning, that is the meaning. Any advice on how to make sure meeting your girlfriend in person for the first time goes well? Okay, so guys, imagine the scene of you seeing each other. Visualize when you see each other again that it's going to go brilliantly. Visualize that scene. Visualize her smiling. Visualize how happy she is to see you. And then affirm, she's always so happy to see me. She's always so happy to see me. We always have the best time together. And then visualize that scene in the future as if it's already happened and it went well, okay? Tell me you're Australian without telling me you're Australian. What did I do? Did I tell you you're Australian just by me ranting? Being told speaking into water helps. No, Melissa. No. Just your thoughts create. So while you're drinking the water or speaking to the water, you're going to have to change your thoughts while you're doing it. If you're not changing your thought, talking to water won't do shit. Please stop watching these people about talking to water. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I actually have a feeling, and I don't mean to be mean. I'm just going to put my coffee in the microwave. But I have a feeling that there's a lot of people on here, and this sounds awful, but when I jumped on TikTok last week or whenever I joined 2 weeks ago, I looked at all these manifestation accounts and I had this thought. They realised that manifestation is big on TikTok. So they've turned their account into a manifestation account. Scroll down to the amount of accounts that just weren't manifestation accounts. Go down to the bottom of their page. And look, they were just pictures of them talking about themselves. Look at me in my outfit. They were talking about makeup, talking about things, and that wasn't working. Then they realised manifestation was huge. So what did they start talking about? Law of attraction, manifestation, talking to water, vibration. Because they realised you would view their TikToks. I know this sounds really cynical, but I think this is true. There's a lot of people on here. All they're doing, they're watching other manifestation videos about manifestation on TikTok. They're repeating it in their video. They're getting views. They're just copying, because a lot of people just copy other people on here. They're just copying those videos, and you're just getting regurgitated the same information from all these different people, from one manifestation account. It's all going through these other ones. And half of these people don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. They haven't manifested anything consciously for shit, and they don't know what they're teaching you. And if you question them, and I've questioned a few of them on their things, and they've snapped back at me with a video, and then I've said, no, you haven't explained yourself, and then they've stopped talking to me because they realise that they don't know what they're talking about. So be very, very careful, guys, who you're watching on here. Very careful, because you're getting a lot of misinformation. A lot of people are just jumping on the manifestation bandwagon. Look at the trending topics. Affirmations 2021. Affirmations. Manifestation's huge on here. I think it's probably the 20th biggest subject after makeup and fitness and shit. There's a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon and don't know fucking what they're talking about. My ex told me he doesn't love me anymore. Can I still manifest him back into my life? You miss him? Darling, of course you can. Look, you have a desire because you're meant to have it. Unless it's a bad one. Unless it's killing people. That's against the golden rule. Okay. If your ex told me he doesn't love you anymore, it's because you had feelings of him not loving you before he said that. You started having negative thoughts that caused the situation. I know this is hard to take, but it's true. Okay, so in a couple of days, I'm going to have some videos called How to Manifest an Apology. And guys, they might be hard to watch because in those videos, I tell you that you create your situation with your thoughts. So if you had a fight or you split up or the person told you they don't love you, you did that with your thoughts. Not to blame you, but to realize that you can change it. Hang on, I'm getting my coffee. So if you created it, you can change it. So if he said he doesn't love you, then change it to that he now loves you. Start living in the end in your mind that he loves you and only you. Start living in the end that you were together, all right, darling? And things will change because you created that situation so you can uncreate it. I created a whole lot of shit with my SP, with my fucking shitty thoughts, and then I uncreated it, all right? Oh, I get that. Oh, good. You're spitting out the truth. Oh, good. I manifested my breakup, but I recognize what I did, and I'm more powerful than ever. Yay! Exactly, guys. When you start realizing this, it's really hard because it's at first you think, well, hang on, I want to beat myself up now for being so stupid, for having all these shitty thoughts. But guys, you can't control your negative thinking that was there. You didn't know you were thinking it. You can't blame yourself for thinking it, all right? You just had negative thoughts that you didn't realize were manifesting. Now you're going to change them. Don't beat yourself up, but start realizing that you created the situation with your negative thinking. So now you're going to change your negative thinking to new positive thinking. That's all. All right? Sending love and light. Oh, thank you. I manifested my breakup. What if he loves me and then I tell him and he ignores me? What if I feel he loves me and then I tell him and he ignores me? Darling, you can't do anything in the 3D. So telling someone you love them and then you still believe that they don't love you back, you have to have thoughts that they love you if you're going to tell them that you love them. They will reflect your thinking. People reflect what you're thinking in your subconscious mind. So if you tell them you love them but you're thinking that they don't, they will tell you that they don't. Or they'll ignore you. Or you're thinking they might ignore you, and they will. They will do what you're thinking. They will literally manifest your assumptions. So if you think they're going to ignore you, they will. That makes so much sense. Oh, good. Could I write the story I want? Yes, darling, you can script. Paul, you can write out a story and script it in a journal. I've done that many times. I scripted about my car. If I could show you guys my journal and then show you my car, you'd be like, fuck, that's your car. I scripted the exact thing. What if they can't get past the past hurt? No, darling, you're thinking they can't get past the past hurt. Stop thinking that. Stop. Oh, they can get past it because I've decided. So, start affirming. The past doesn't matter anymore. The past is dead. They want me and only me. They love me and always say kind things to me. They love everything about me. You don't even have to mention the hurt. You don't have to say, they forgive me. You're just saying what you want. They love me and only me. They want me. They can't live without me. Okay? You don't even have to mention them getting over the hurt or mention them forgiving you. Just affirm what you actually want now, guys. Because if you start thinking someone's hurt by you, I started doing this with my SP thinking he was hurt. And then he started acting hurt. Okay? Because of things I'd said. So stop assuming that they're hurt because that's what will manifest, all right? Stop thinking that. Can you make a series about scripting? I could, but I don't really script, and I don't think scripting works a hell of a lot with people because they're not thinking the thoughts while they're writing it down. Darling, watch my series that's just come out. There's 3-4 videos already called How to Affirm, How to Do Affirmations. Okay, it's got black title and pink underneath. It says An Ultimate Guide to Affirmations. Watch those because I talk about scripting and that, okay? Is it worth asking for signs that our affirmations are right or wrong? No, darling. Signs don't mean anything unless you think they do. If you're seeing angel numbers, if you're manifesting signs, you're manifesting the angel number, you're manifesting the sign, and they only mean what you think they mean. So if you see signs, give them the meaning that you want, and that will help you, great, but they don't mean anything unless you think they do. And also, every time that you're looking for a sign or searching for a sign, you're telling your subconscious mind that it's not here. So stop telling your subconscious mind that, because 1 minute you're living in the end, and then you're saying, I just want a sign. And your subconscious goes, but I thought we were living in the end. I thought we were here already. I thought we were together already. What the fuck? And it gets so confused. It only does what you tell it, guys. Your subconscious mind is like listening to everything you're saying. I'm a piece of shit. Okay, I'm a piece of shit. He doesn't love me. All right, he doesn't love me. He's hurt. Oh, he's hurt. And then it will just outpicture that. So stop saying shit you don't want. What do you think of ask formations? They confuse me, but people seem to like them. Yeah, Christy, they fucking confuse me too. The only one I use is, why is he so obsessed with me? That one works for me, but everything else kind of makes my mind question what I'm saying. So an ask formation or an affirmation, guys, is you going, why is he so in love with me now? Why is we so happily married? And some people say, It helps them not feel so resistant against what they're saying. Because if they say, we are now happily married, their mind will go, no, you're not. So if that helps, do it. But my mind doesn't like it, because when I do it, if I go, why are we so happily married? My mum will go, why are you? You're a piece of shit. Of course you're not happily married. You're not good enough to be married. And then it will question it. So use ask formations if it helps you against the resistance, okay, of the old story, but don't do it if it makes you confused and makes your subconscious mind question you. I don't use them a lot. I use them a little bit, but not a lot. If you ask the universe why, it'll have no choice but to show you, I've heard. You're not asking the universe, guys. You're just asking yourself. Your subconscious mind's what manifests. There's no universe doing anything for you. You are the universe. But if you say why this, why that, yeah, maybe it will show you. But you got to remember, it's not anything showing you. It's you manifesting it out, okay? What do you have to let go for them to come back? Oh, guys, I am going to do a series on letting go, because it's a fucking load of bullshit. All you need to do to let go is let go of the old story that you're holding on about you and them, and let go of how it's going to come about. Guys, that's all you're letting go of. But you have to keep impressing your subconscious mind with the new thoughts. You can't not think about it anymore. You have to start thinking, we're happily married all the time. You have to start visualizing all the time. You can't let it go, because your negative thoughts will still run on that running tape that's still going. And then your manifestation won't come. What do you think of The Secret on Netflix? Oh, I haven't watched it. Oh, that's the movie about The Secret, isn't it? With Josh, what's his name in it? I've seen a few little snippets of it. People keep putting on manifestation groups, but I have to watch it. Honestly, it's probably, if it's like the book, I probably won't like it. But look, The Secret, it's got a lot of good things in it, but it's very confusing in terms of the letting go stuff and the allowing. That's the bit I don't believe in, and the bit about the universe will provide. It's not the universe doing anything, guys. It's your thoughts. So Rhonda Byrne took a lot of her information from Abraham Hicks, and I don't really like Abraham Hicks. I think she's a nutcase, but Esther Hicks, I mean. But a lot of The Secret is right, saying your thoughts create. But then they say, and then let it go and send it to the universe. That's the bit that doesn't work. That's the bit that doesn't work for people, and why it doesn't work for them. Okay? So I'll watch the movie, but I'll probably be screaming at the screen. How long does it usually take for your manifestations to work? As long as it takes for you to convince yourself that it's true. That's what Neville says. Also, it comes in its own appointed hour. So don't rush the 3D, guys. Understand that once you have convinced your subconscious mind of the truth of this, you're living in the end, you feel it is done, it will come about. It has no choice but to come about, but it has its own appointed time. So don't rush it and don't worry. How not to be sad about the past? I know, darling. It's hard, but you let those feelings out. Don't squash them. Don't push them down. Let them out. Oh, wow, there's 29 people here. Hi, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, follow me, and you can ask the questions in the comments, or you'll know when I'm going live randomly. I go live randomly every day. I meant ask subconscious. I'm still transitioning from the LOA, law of assumption stuff. Yeah, it's hard, because you do say, I said the universe in one of my videos. I'm like, and the universe will provide. And I was like, I don't believe that shit. Why am I saying it? But I was only saying it because I know that's how you guys talk and what you've learned. And so I was just talking about universe because it's what you guys will understand. So glad you agree with the letting go part. It's BS. Yes, it is. It's taken me a year to de-Abraham myself. She really confuses the heck out of me, darling. She confuses everyone. Look at her lectures. Everyone looks confused. They're like, even Wayne Dyer, she has an interview with Wayne Dyer, who teaches law of assumption, who understood Neville Goddard, and he looks like he wants to punch her in the face. He looks so confused. This is so hard. Why can't it be easier? Darling, stop saying it's hard. Start saying, this is so fucking easy. I'm manifesting so quickly and easily. I am a master manifester. Start saying that and it will come true. I swear to you, because the more you're saying it's hard, the more it's hard. Your thoughts manifest. Your assumptions will outpicture into the world. Stop assuming it's hard. Okay? Any more questions, guys? Have I missed a few? If I've missed your question, just repeat it, darling. Let me go down. 3 more messages. How long does it usually take? Who is Neville Goddard, and can I watch it on YouTube? Yeah, so Neville Goddard, he was around, he was born, I think, in 1900 something. He was around till the 60s. He was taught by a man called Abdullah. And Abdullah was an Egyptian rabbi who took Neville under his wing and taught him to translate the Bible and understand the Bible and its true meaning. And Abdullah taught him all these different Hebraic languages, ancient Greek, ancient Latin, and to translate the St. John's Bible, the King John version of the Bible, into different versions that give different meaning. And what they discovered when they translated the Bible into all these different meanings was it all says the same thing, which is you are God. You are God. The power is within you. Do you not realize that Jesus Christ is in you? You are all God's. Test yourself and see. Believe you have received it, and you will. These are all things saying you are God, and if you believe it, you'll receive it. Okay? That's what prayer is. It's just literally believing you have it already. Okay? So Neville started doing lectures in New York and San Francisco on manifestation, and at first no one turned up. In the end, he would do so many, be so popular, the people outside, and they would record people just randomly recorded them. So the recordings on YouTube of Neville are people just recordings on their like little handheld devices. They're really scratchy and old, but they were so devout of him, and they would follow him everywhere he went and listen to everything he said because they were teaching him so much stuff. There were people like black actors who couldn't even get through the front door of Broadway theatres to go and watch a show who became famous Broadway actors through him because he taught him not to care about his blackness, not to care about his ethnicity, believe he was God and he could do anything he fucking wanted. There were people who manifested health, who got rid of their cancer, who understood how to manifest their house, their careers, their exes back, everything. Because what Neville was saying was true, that your subconscious thoughts create. And he called it the law of assumption. Okay, this is way before law of attraction, guys. It's called the law of assumption. He just called it that because he wanted to give it a name. But really all he was saying was your assumptions manifest. And this is what it tells you in the Bible. As man thinketh, so is he. As man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It doesn't say as man feeleth in his heart. Strange that it says thinketh and heart. Most people think you have feelings in your heart. Well, why in the Bible does it say as man thinketh in his heart, so is he? It's saying whatever you think about comes about. Your subconscious mind, your imagination, your own human imagination will manifest into your world and create your reality. That is what it's trying to tell you. So that is what Neville teaches. Then Neville taught, then another guy called Joseph Murphy, who wrote The Power of the Subconscious Mind. He was taught by Abdullah. He's an excellent person to listen to, and his books, The Power of the Subconscious Mind is his book. Then there's also people like Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer learned from Neville. Wayne Dyer teaches Neville's teachings. And then all these other people, like all the people on YouTube I would listen to is Sammy Ingram, Create Your Future, Caleb at Pluto's Gate. Okay, those 3 channels are excellent. Joseph Ally, if you want to understand Neville better, go to Joseph Ally, A-L-A-I, on YouTube, and he explains Neville really brilliantly. But the one lecture of Neville's I would put into YouTube to listen to is called Live in the End. Live in the End. Now, at first, it's hard to listen to him because he bangs on about the Bible and Jesus Christ. And at first, you're like, what is he talking about? But he's not religious. He was of no religion. He's not talking about religion. He's talking about understanding the meaning of the book, okay? And how it's about manifestation. Okay, guys, sorry, I've missed so many questions. Do you have to meditate every day first for manifesting? No, you don't, darling. You're manifesting all day long. If you want to get into the state akin to sleep, into a drowsy state, then try and manifest as you're waking up and as you're falling asleep, or meditate beforehand if that helps you to visualize. Do it, but it's not necessary. How do you stop thinking about the past story? Create a new story. If you want to stop thinking about the past story, create a new story in your mind, guys, okay, to replace the old story. Can other people's negativity affect your manifestation? Darling, only if you think they do, Tracy. So stop affirming that. No one can manifest anything but you in your reality. Somebody can be manifesting the complete opposite, be manifesting the same person as you, and it doesn't affect you in your reality. There's no competition, okay? Are the tarot cards on my Facebook page being for real? No, they're a load of bullshit, guys. Sorry. But if someone's doing a tarot reading, sure, if you're doing a tarot reading in front of the person, you're sitting in front of them, or you're on the phone to them, or doing an online one-to-one video, they're picking up on your assumptions, so they're going to reflect those. But how are they picking up on everyone's assumptions? If 500 people are watching a live tarot, what, they're reflecting everyone's assumptions, are they? That makes no sense to me. My SP had a psychic reading over the phone. It was very accurate. So over the phone or one-to-one, yeah, sure, but not these online ones. I say, I am in Barbados so much that I feel like I'm going to end up there by accident. Ha ha ha! Christy, I love it. So if no one knows what that is, I am in Barbados. I'll tell you the story that Abdullah taught Neville how to manifest. Okay, this is how you manifest. This is how Abdullah taught him when he first was learning. So, Neville Goddard was from Barbados. He has this really lovely English accent, but it's got a weird accent, and he's from Barbados. And he was living in New York as a dancer and an actor, and he desperately wanted to go back to Barbados, but he had no money. And he said, what do I do, Abdullah? I really want to go back to Barbados. And he said, you are in Barbados. And he went, I'm in Barbados? He goes, as you're walking down the streets of New York, smell the smells of Barbados, feel the heat of Barbados, see the palm trees of Barbados. And Neville was like, okay. So he started walking down the street. He was like, I can't do this. It's noisy and there's traffic and there's pavement and there's no trees. What is he talking about? And he went back to him. He said, Neville, I've been doing the thing about Barbados, but I'm not in Barbados. And he said, you are in Barbados. And he slammed the door in his face and wouldn't talk to him. And he went, what the fuck? So anyway, he started imagining he was in Barbados. He started smelling the smell of Barbados. Started imagining he was getting the trees, seeing the trees. And all of a sudden, his brother sent him money through a wire and said, Neville, I have sent you money to come back to Barbados. I have given you money enough for buying a suit, getting some food, and going and buying a ticket from the Ralph Whitty line. Go down to the steamliner down in the port and tell them that I have asked for a ticket for you. Give your name and they will have a ticket there for you. So he went down there with this money that his brother had given him, went and bought himself a suit, went down for the ticket. And they said, oh, hello, Mr. Goddard. Yes, we have a ticket for you. But unfortunately, it's third class. You won't be able to go first class. You'll have to just go third class all the way to St. John's or whatever, St. Kitts, and then first class to the rest of the way to Barbados. Unfortunately, you'll just have to stand up for the whole journey. And he was like, that's okay. That's okay. I just want a ticket. That's wonderful. He went back to Abdullah's office. He said, Abdullah, I'm going to Barbados. Oh, but I'm going third class. He goes, you went to Barbados and you went first class. And he slams the door in his face again. And Neville's like, oh, I'm going back to Barbados now. And he's not even happy with that. And this is the only lecture that Neville does where he laughs, because he's laughing at how defiant Abdullah was treating him. And listen to what Abdullah said. You went to Barbados and you went first class. He's acting in his mind, living in the end as if he's already been there. This is what he's teaching Neville. You've already gone to Barbados. You went to Barbados. Not you're going to, you went there. So the day Neville goes down to get his ticket to go on the boat, guess what happened? Oh, Mr. Neville, Mr. Goddard, you are in luck. Someone has cancelled their ticket and you are now travelling first class. And he went first class all the way to Barbados. So everything that Abdullah taught him came true. That he had to imagine he went first class. He had to imagine he was already in Barbados. He had to imagine he had the money already. And guess what? His brother randomly, who never sent him money to go. Okay? This is how you live in the end. So if you want to listen to Neville, go to Neville's lectures and you'll find, probably Living in the End, that's probably the one where he tells that story. Oh, God. So many questions I've missed because I was crapping on about Neville. Okay. Let me scroll up, guys. Sorry. Do your dreams manifest only if you think they do, Jamie? Or JMO? Can you manifest your ex back even if you block them on everything? Well, unblock them, darling. How do you expect them to fucking contact you if you block them? I don't understand this blocking business. If you want someone to contact you, unblock them. But look, they'll find a way to contact you. And if blocking them helps you to live in the end and you're not seeing their socials, then fine. But darling, don't unblock them. Don't block them. You don't need to block them. That's hilarious. I do too. At least we'll be there together. Clinks glass. I'm in Barbados. Yes, you think you're on Barbados too. It's like, I do that. Like, there's a great Batman cartoon where he goes, Batman slapping Robin, and I made one for my phone, and it said, but he said, and I have Batman hitting Robin going, you are in Barbados, like saying, doesn't matter what he said. You're creating your reality. Doesn't matter what your ex said. You create it. You are in Barbados. Sorry, I'm yelling. Can you manifest your ex back in when they blocked you and everything? Thank you. I'll watch that. Yes, it's really good. How long would it take once I start affirming? Darling, as long as it takes to convince yourself that it's true. What is your opinion on putting a date on your manifestations? I wouldn't do that, but you can. Go ahead. If you can believe it's going to come by that date, go ahead. But speed it up by affirming a lot. I think it comes in its own appointed hour. This is what Neville says. You plant the seed and you do not dig it up. Once you've planted the seed, you do not dig it up. You affirm and you water it and you give it sunshine with your affirmations and living in the end. And then he says, the vision, your vision of living in the end has its own appointed hour. It will ripen and it will flower. If it be long, wait, For it is sure and it will not be late. Guys, that's from the Bible, okay? It is sure and it will not be late. If you live in the end of your vision, it has its own appointed hour, meaning it will come in its own time. So do not push it. Do not rush it. You do not know how it will come about. His ways are past finding out. Let it come in its own time. Can you manifest a third party to end? Yes, you can, darling. Go on my page. My last video I posted, it's got a blue filter on it. It's called Affirmations for You Are Being Irreplaceable. You are irreplaceable. Do those affirmations. Stop thinking about the third party. They don't exist in your reality. Stop thinking about them and just affirming that you are the prize. You are irreplaceable. You are too important to lose. To lose me, you fucking lose. Start building yourself up, your self-concept. That third party will go away, but ignore them and don't think about them. How do you manifest to see an old friend? Do a visualization that you're together. Imagine a scene where you see each other again. Okay? Start affirming that they contact you. How do you manifest to see an old friend? I did that one. Hi, from Saudi Arabia. Hello. I don't know what hello is in Saudi. In Arabic. Is it true you need to say off their social media for them to come back? No, darling. You give meaning to whatever you think. So if you think that is true, then it will be true. If you want to stay on their socials, stay on their socials. If it affects you and makes you feel sad, then maybe don't look at it. Okay? But you create your reality with your thoughts. So if you start thinking that that is true, it'll be true. So don't think that if it doesn't help you. Okay, so I was thinking about how we manifested our whole lives and had natural combos, so that's how I should do it. Exactly, darling. Everything in your life you manifested, guys. Stop thinking this bullshit about you need to be positive, you need to be happy, joy. It's a load of shit. Think about all the crap in your life right now. You manifested that. Oh my God, there's 33 people here. Hello. Christ, I'm running out of energy. Yesterday I was on live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I had to go have a nap. And there weren't 33 people. I am blocked. He is just so emotionally damaged. Okay. How do I get him to reach out even though he blocked me? Okay, darling, I'm going to say this. You have just affirmed, because affirming is just thinking, that he is emotionally damaged. Stop saying that. Guys, if you have any thoughts about your specific person or the person you're trying to manifest back like this, they're stubborn. They don't want commitment. They're angry at me. They'll never forgive me. They're X, Y, Z. They're emotionally damaged. They have baggage. They need to work on themselves. You are literally affirming that in your reality to be true. And they have no choice but to reflect that back to you. So please stop saying they're emotionally damaged. I did that about my ESP, and the more I said it, the more I said he had baggage, the more fucking baggage kept appearing. Stop saying it. Start saying they are emotionally thriving. They are emotionally thriving. They are so happy, so content. They are loving life, and they love their life with me. Okay? How do you get him to reach out even though he blocked me? Well, guys, start affirming. He's constantly calling and texting me. When he doesn't talk to me and see me, he doesn't feel right. Okay? Start affirming that they're contacting you. So I need to say he is emotionally ready to love me and commit to me. Yes. Yes, he is ready for me. He wants me and only me. He is so ready for me now. Don't say he's not broken. He's not emotionally unstable. That's like telling the old story. Just say he's ready for me now. He's thriving. He's emotionally thriving. He's so ready for commitment with me. Okay? What is a narcissist? Darling, if you think someone's a narcissist, they will be. A narcissist is just someone who's very, very broken and wants to win at all costs and attracts people into their lives who are givers and overgivers and lovers and people who love a lot and give a lot and also don't feel they're good enough, and they will fucking destroy you if you let them. But if you start thinking that they're a narcissist, they are. So stop thinking they are. How do I manifest him starting to contact me? Well, darling, just what I just said. He is constantly calling and texting me. He cannot live without me. Guys, watch the series on my page called How to Manifest a Text. It goes for about 12 videos. Watch the whole thing. It's in different parts, okay? I talk about how to get a text, how to get constant contact in that, okay? How do you manifest in present tense, or what? Do you manifest in present tense or that it's already happened? Yes, it's already happened is the best. We are now happily married. Such and such and I are happily married. He loves being my boyfriend. Okay, it's like present or future, but not the past, okay? It's like saying I am. I am are the strongest two words in the whole human of existence, okay? Because it's your consciousness. I am a such and such student at a college. I am loved. I am wanted. I am enough. I am is like what you are. I am in a beautiful committed relationship with John. It could be now or it can be future, okay? But that's the best way to affirm. A deadline's okay when manifesting. Guys, you can do it, but don't put a time date on it if you have resistance. Just let it come in its own appointed time. Is it worth adding deadlines? Okay, such as here's with me by March 2021. Do it, guys, if you really want. But I feel like sometimes that gives resistance because the closer it gets to March 2021, the more you're feeling like, where is it? Where is it? I would just do, because if it comes in, April 2021, are you going to be upset? Don't keep putting limits on things, guys. I don't think it helps. You can keep affirming and speed up your affirmations by affirming, living in the end all the time. But don't restrict yourself, okay? What and how would you visualize the love of your life into your life when you don't know who they are? That's a great question. Okay, so you can write down a list of exactly the person you want, okay? Write it down. Write down all the values that you want, all the qualities you want that person, how you want them to look, how you want them to be, how you want them to treat you, okay? One thing. Second, you can start affirming, I am now with the love of my life. Isn't it wonderful that I have found the love of my life? Neville calls, isn't it wonderful, a big blanket affirmations for everything, and it is. Isn't it wonderful? And you can use your own words. Isn't it fucking amazing? Isn't it so rad that I am now with the love of my life? Like, use whatever words work for you guys, okay? And then start imagining them with you. Start sleeping in bed with them. They're with you every night. I did that once and got an SP pretty quickly, a new guy, because I imagined every night that someone was there with me and then they were there with me. Okay? You live in the end of already being the person who's loved, already being in that relationship now, and that person will manifest. Okay? But imagine the qualities you want. My SP turned up when I was affirming, I want someone who treats me beautifully. Okay? I am with someone who treats me beautifully, and he treats me like that. I really like the way you talk. Oh, thank you, darling. Sorry to be annoying, but can you respond to my comment? Oh, where is it? Repeat it again, darling. Do people say you have to set affirmations because it's easier to remember? Oh, is that your question? People say you have to have a set of affirmations because it's easier to remember. Look, okay, this is how I affirm. I do have a set of affirmations, but I also have a reminder. See there? It says, affirm for my power. Can you see it? Today at 9 o'clock. Well, I was talking to you guys, so I forgot. So I have a set of affirmations for each thing I'm trying to manifest. My power, I'm a master manifester. I get everything I want. I'm the queen of my reality and everyone does everything I say. Okay, they're my affirmations for my power. I do know them off by heart because I've been saying them so much, but I also put them in the notes in my calendar. You can just read them, guys. You don't have to remember them. Then you can have a set of affirmations for relationship. We are happily married. Isn't it wonderful? We are so blissfully committed. Whatever, we are so happy together, okay? Then you have ones for your body, for your whatever, okay? You can have different sets for each one, but don't have too many for each one. I would say 3 to 4 to 5 maximum for each thing you're trying to manifest, okay, guys? Because otherwise, when you want to think of them on the spot, you want to remember them, and it's really good to have some that you remember. And if you don't remember them on the spot, just have some blanket ones like, isn't it wonderful? Everything's always working out for me. My life is perfect. My life is always perfect, okay? Those can be ones that you think of on the spot. Oh, God, I've missed a lot of questions. Sorry, guys. Did that answer your question, darling, that you said I missed you? Oh, you did. Okay, great. Are there ever any affirmations that you need to let go? If you feel they're not working for you and they don't make you feel like you're living in the end, then let go of those ones, okay? Only do the ones that you feel are working for you guys. And then you just kind of affirm off of those affirmations. Yes, and then you can riff on them, okay? So say there's a third party and you want to feel important, you want to get rid of the third party. I am too important to lose. You lose me, you lose. I am irreplaceable. They're all riffs on being important and being a priority in someone's life, and if you lose me, you lose, okay? You can riff on those, the same theme, okay? Oh, thank you for the present, darling. Thank you very much. Neville Goddard. Yes, Neville Goddard. That's who I learnt most of my manifesting from, okay? That Neville guy, I forgot his last name, yeah. Look, he's hard to listen to. I would listen to Joseph Ally on YouTube if you want to understand Neville. Also Sammy Ingram, Create Your Future, and Pluto's Gate are great channels, guys, okay? And I will also start putting these lives in the Manifest Live with Loz page on Facebook, guys. I haven't figured out how to download them into my iPad yet. Every time I press download, they disappear. I don't know where they go. So if someone can tell me where my iPad downloads go, let me know. And what I'm going to do is download every live I've done. I've done about 10 already, I think. I'm going to post them on the page. So if you missed them or you want to go back because I was answering your question, you can go in the Facebook group and all these lives will be posted. And I'll also start posting the series that I do. How to manifest your ex back, how to manifest an apology. I'll put the whole series, okay, in one album. So you don't have to keep scrolling down the TikTok page because it's hard to find them. Ally, A-L-A-I, Joseph Ally. I think it's called Manifesting something with Joseph Ally. Just put in Joseph Ally Neville Goddard, you'll find him. He's great. But he does talk about a lot of the biblical stuff if you're not into the biblical stuff. But anyway, yeah, Kimberly's, nah, she's all right. Look, Kimberly's crapped on about law of attraction for a long time. So her old teaching is confusing. If you watch her, only watch her last 3 months of videos. Don't watch the previous ones. They were fucking ridiculous. Roxy's fucking ridiculous. Roxy talks, craps on about some other shit. She craps on about vibrations, blah, blah, blah. She thinks she's teaching the law of assumption, but she really isn't because she talks about other shit. And she also has beef with people. Kim has beef with people. Kim has beef with me on her page. She argued with me one time, and I was like, why are you arguing with me? Anyone who's scared of competition, I don't like the energy of those people. Like, Roxy's scared of Sammy because Sammy's getting so many subscribers, and Kim argues with people in her videos. Like, I don't know why they're teaching there's no competition in your reality if they're feeling jealous of people and competing. It's very strange. But yeah, look, watch Roxy if you want. It's just I don't really like Roxy because she has issues with Sammy, and she started getting jealous about Sammy getting so many subscribers. Sammy Ingram's wonderful, guys. Go and watch her videos, especially about SPs. She taught me heaps. They might be in your files. Yes, I looked in my fucking files. They're not there. They're not my files. They're not my photos. I'm going to work this out. Joseph Ally, yes. Can you help manifest a text from SP? Darling, go to my page. I've got a whole series called How to Manifest a Text. It's in red heading. There's about 12 videos. Go from number 1 and scroll up, and they're all a minute each, and it will teach you how to manifest a text, okay? It's a whole series on it. Sammy Ingram is so bold and people think she's mean. Oh, look, it's not that. She's just got such uber confidence. She's such a queen in her own reality that she doesn't give a shit what anyone thinks. Although she does react sometimes when people abuse her. But no, look, I love her confidence. If people don't like her, then they shouldn't watch her. I realised I manifested the third party. Oh, yes, darling. It's hard when you realise that because you think, fuck, I did that with my own thoughts, my fearful thoughts. It's really fucked up when you realise it, but you can change it, okay? Just stop thinking about the third party. Start doing my manifesting, my affirmations for feeling irreplaceable, the blue one with the filter, and you'll feel better, darling, okay? Maybe track them down through download history. Where do I find download history in my iPad, though? I can do that on my computer. You can't download them from your laptop. It's really annoying. And now I've opened TikTok on my phone and my drafts aren't there. And my drafts are only in my iPad. I love Sammy too, but she does seem problematic and argumentative. Yeah, she does get in arguments with people. Oh, look, like I love Sammy, and I'm in her groups. But if people don't resonate with you guys, don't watch them. Just watch who resonates with you. I think people are just jealous of Sammy. Oh, yep. As soon as someone starts succeeding, they get hate. It's just how the world works. I said that to her. I said, darling, she was annoyed about people abusing her on her Facebook page and on her YouTube. And I said, darling, you've made it. And she said, oh, yeah. I said, the haters, come. You've made it when the haters come. I feel like I don't even have to listen to anyone else on here. I love you so much. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, listen, I've learned from all those people. So trust me, it took me a long time to learn this shit and I'm still fucking learning and I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm actually teaching you guys mostly from my mistakes, not my successes. Because success doesn't teach you much, mistakes do. So I'm actually teaching you what I've learned from my experience. So I learned from Joseph, I learned from Sammy, but I mostly learned from Neville because I discovered Neville probably 2016. But I learned more about affirmations, I think, from Sammy and Amanda at Create Your Future and things about affirming and intending more than I did from Neville. Something about the end with Neville, is that what you said? Yes, live in the end. Neville calls about living in the end in your mind as if it's already done. It is done. If you say the words, I am that, it's done. I am a UCLA student. I am lovable. I am the queen bee. I am the shit. You're saying you are already. Okay, that is the key to all manifestation. Your consciousness creates. What you feel you're conscious of creates. I am that. It says that in the Bible over and over. I am that. I am the light. I am the way. Why is it saying I am? It's saying you are. Not God is. It's not saying Jesus is. He's not saying Jesus is. It says I am the whole way through the book. Now, why is it saying that? It's telling you you are the power, guys. You have the power within you, okay? I am that. It's the most powerful thing you can say about yourself, because whatever you think you are, you become. As man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Start thinking in the end. Yes, we are already happily married. We are happily together. My SP loves me. Or their name. John loves me and only me. Opinions on manifesting in steps versus living in the end. Oh, that's an excellent question. Okay, now, living in the end can seem hard. If you're in no contact, you haven't spoken to your person for 7 years, and you're saying, we're happily married. It seems sometimes really difficult, okay? So, instead, in steps, you can start affirming. They're thinking about me. John is starting to think about me. I know that he's thinking about me. Okay, so someone you haven't had any contact with, you can find it hard. So start manifesting in steps. I know they're thinking of me. He thinks of me all day long. I know he's thinking of me. They're the first step. Then, he's texting me. He wants to text me right now. He's thinking of me and he wants to text me. Then, they're constantly calling and texting me. They can't be without me. Then you can manifest, once you get the contact, we are happily married, okay? If it feels better, do it in steps, guys, and you get resistance when you're living in the end, right in the end, then do it in steps. That's a wonderful question. Excellent. I forgot that the term specific person can also refer to friends or any person, not a romantic relationship. Yeah, guys, lots of people have lost their best friend, not talking to family members, and they want to manifest them back. A specific person could be anybody. And I also don't want to assume anybody's sexuality on here, okay? Because you could be gay, you could be wanting a girl if you're a girl, or a guy if you're a guy, or, so I don't want to assume anyone's sexuality, okay? That's why I keep saying it. Yes, Sammy's Facebook is the best. Her Facebook group has lots of success stories, guys. Although they do filter out all the shit, but it's full of success stories. Yeah, guys, do follow me. If you're not following me and you've only just joined me, do follow me, because I go live randomly. This is my set time to go live on a Sunday, and I go set time 9 p.m. ST on a Thursday, but do follow me because I go live every day. Very randomly. Any more questions, guys? I feel like you have to decide what you want. Do you want that text or a full-blown relationship? Yes. The thing is about just affirming for contact, okay? Say that someone's got a third party. They're with someone else. And you're affirming that they're contacting you. Well, they could be contacting you and still with the other person. You don't want that. You want the contact and the relationship. That's why I say live in the end, guys, because otherwise all you'll get is the texts and you won't get the relationship. You'll get lots of texts. I finally get it. Thank you so much. That's all right, darling. You're welcome. They might be in your iCloud drive. Yeah, I think my iCloud's full. That might be why they're not there. Okay, I have to rejig my entire iCloud account. I think I have to add some storage to it. I might have to do that. Does SP knows I'm irreplaceable work? Yes. John knows I'm irreplaceable. John knows there's no girl in the whole fucking world like me. Okay, start saying those. I am irreplaceable. That is in my affirmations videos, guys, called the I am irreplaceable affirmations. Any more questions, guys? Otherwise, I'll log off. Because what time is it over there? Wow, it must be 8:42 p.m. in the US, in the East Coast. I think there is always movement when everything clicks is the best feeling. I think there's always that moment where everything clicks, it's the best feeling. Yes, darling. Look, when you start giving away all this LOA stuff and the stuff about the universe, and this finally clicks with you that your subconscious thoughts are creating your reality, it'll blow your fucking mind. And when it clicks and the penny drops, it's like, oh my God, why didn't I realize this before? Because no one teaches you this shit. How are you meant to know? And I'm 43, I've only just worked it out. But when it clicks, guys, when you start looking at your life currently and go, oh, I created all this, even the shit, did I, with my thoughts? Oh, fuck, better stop thinking this shit. Okay, it's just your thoughts, guys. And when you realize that, your whole fucking world changes and you can't unsee it. Once you've seen it, that you create your reality with your dominant thoughts, you can't unsee that. And that's all you can see from now on. And then you're changing it. Okay? Do you think he is texting me right now or he's always texting me is better, faster? Yeah, excellent. He's texting me right now. He's thinking about me right now. He can't stop texting me. He's constantly calling and texting me. They're excellent. Now is good. Now speeds things up. How long after affirming will he start to come around? Darling, that's up to you. How much are you convincing yourself that you're together already? That's what takes the time. You've got to convince you. It's not about changing the other person. You guys have got to get this. It's not about changing them. It's about changing your thoughts about that person, changing your thoughts about you and them. You're changing you. Neville says there is no one to change but self. You are changing yourself. You're changing your thoughts about the situation. The longer you take to change your thoughts, the longer it will take. You look so young for 43. Thank you. Well, I do affirm that I look youthful. I also lived in England for 14 years, so I didn't get a lot of sun. Awesome, thank you. Yes, you don't look 43. Well, look, listen to what J-Lo says. So, you know Jennifer Lopez looks fucking young, okay? Her affirmations that she uses and has used every day are, I am youthful and timeless at every age. I am youthful and timeless at every age. Does she look youthful and timeless to you? The woman is 50. She looks 35. It's her affirmations. There's a great video of J-Lo where she's getting interviewed by Oprah, and she knows that Oprah does affirmations and believes in the law of, like, you know, in her power. And she tells Oprah, your thoughts create. I do affirmations every day. Go and watch that one. It's really good. It's Jennifer Lopez, Oprah, and she's wearing a yellow outfit, and she talks about your thoughts create. And she talks about what her affirmations are. What is your skincare routine? Retinol. Guys, use retinol at night. And don't go out in the sun. And affirm that your skin looks young. I manifested doing the 55 by 5 and I let it go. Do you believe doing this works? I'm hopeful. Right, okay, 55 by 5 is just writing it down over and over and over again, your affirmation. 55 by 5 times or whatever. Darling, if you've done that but you haven't been thinking it won't do shit. Sorry to tell you. While you're writing it down, you need to be thinking the thought of that affirmation and believe it's true. Okay, in your mind, you have to live in the end. John and I are happily married. John and I are happily married. John and I are happily married. After a while, your hand's just going to hurt. You're going to be thinking about what you want for dinner, and you won't be thinking the thought. I would prefer, instead of you doing that 55 by 5 shit, you just think, John and I are happily married, and you say it with authority in your mind or out loud. John and I are happily married. I love John, and John loves me. We are so blissfully happily married. Okay, say it with authority. Say it with some oomph. That's the key to doing your affirmations with oomph. Okay, guys? Give it some power. All right? It's not feeling it. You don't have to feel like you're in love. You don't feel happy. You just have to give it some... You decree a thing. It says in the Bible, decree a thing, and it will be given unto thee. It will be established unto thee. You're decreeing it as if it's true. Okay? The 55 by 5 and letting it go, letting go, I've already spoken about, doesn't work. You have to let go of the old story. You have to let go of the how, but you don't let go of affirming. Or visualizing. You've got to live in the end at all times. You are in Barbados at all times. I think when people realize how easy it is to manifest, they complicate it, and I'm guilty of it. Guys, all it is thinking. It's your dominant thoughts creating. It's fucking mind-blowing, and you realize how simple this is. You think, what? I don't have to talk to the water? I don't have 55 by 5? I don't have to 369? I don't have to talk to a crystal? I don't have to eat special food? I don't have to buy a candle? All I have to do is think new thoughts? What? Fucking blows your mind. It seems oh, hang on. SP, oh God, I'm missing people. SP is determined to be with me. SP is certain about being with me. Yes, they're great affirmations. Excellent. The water, yeah, the fucking water. Oh my God, they're talking to water bullshit on here. The bullshit on here is astounding. There must be so many confused people on here. It's just, Oh, okay, thank you. Changing the whole mindset. Yes, do, darling. Your dominant thoughts create. Just think about it this way. If you don't believe me, think about everything that's in your reality right now. You created it. Oh, did I? Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, even the bad stuff? I thought I would have a car accident. Next day I had a car accident. Oh, yeah, I did that. I thought my SP would leave me, and he did. Oh, fuck. I did that. Start realizing you create your reality so you can change it. Can you tell the Barbados story? Oh, it's just when Neville Goddard was learning about manifesting from Abdullah, he wanted to go to Barbados. Neville told him to live in the end, that he was in Barbados already. He told him to walk the streets of New York as if he was in Barbados. He could smell the smell of Barbados. He could smell the mangoes. He could see the trees. He could feel the heat. He told Neville to do that until he felt it real. Neville did that. His brother sent him money to go to Barbados. He went to Barbados. So like living situations. What was your question, darling? Melissa? So like living situations. What do you mean? Will you randomly go live again today, Paul? If I've got the energy. I was so exhausted the other night. Honestly, I had to go out for drinks last night. I couldn't even concentrate on what my friend was saying. I was so tired because talking like this for 2 hours. I've been on here now for 2 hours and 48 minutes. I'm fucking exhausted, dudes. I'll try. Your nails are growing so fast and strong. My nails are growing. Oh, look. I manifest my nails growing fast. I have to cut them almost every week. I think I'm trying to do the impossible, which is to conceive my twins, but I believe I can do it. Darling, just imagine a scene with your twins when they're born, okay? Imagine you holding them. Imagine them when they're 3 years old and you're having their 3rd birthday party. Imagine you have them already, okay? Don't listen to anyone telling you about your age, about babies, about, oh, your eggs and blah, or fucking whatever. Just don't believe it. Believe you have received it and you will. Can you share your SP story? Oh, I already did that. Look, I manifested my SP by imagining that the person I want a person who treats me beautifully. I just kept affirming. I want a man who treats me beautifully. I have a man who treats me beautifully. And he appeared outside my house a week later. But then I fucked it up many times. So, guys, I'm teaching you what I fucked up because I fucked a lot of shit up with him, okay? And my other SP, the previous one before him, came back whilst I was with him, and he started conforming to everything I wanted him to be. He stopped drinking. He wanted me. He wanted to commit to me. He told me everything I was affirming about him before the other one turned up. He would start saying, I miss you. There's no girl in the whole world like you. And he became what I wanted, but I didn't want him anymore. I hate the assumption that you have to work hard for money. You don't. That is just bullshit that's been instilled in you your whole life. Guys, think about if you have problems with money, and I used to, and think about what your parents used to tell you. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard for money. Okay? They're all your instilled beliefs that you've had forever. You have to start changing those. Money comes to me quickly and easily. Money comes to me like water. Money is falling on me as I walk in the street. Okay? I have the magic purse of endless money, or whatever Florence Scovel Shinn, another teacher of Law of Assumption, says. I hold the money purse of endless money or something. It is cram jam full of money, notes and coins. She has this affirmation about, I have the magic wallet of money. I can't remember what it is. Go and look it up about Florence Scovel Shinn and the magic purse of money. Money does grow on trees. It's paper. Exactly. And look, only you give power to money. If you put a $20 bill on your kitchen counter, it's nothing until you use it. Just remember that. You're giving that money power. So if you want more money, just assume you have it. I am wealthy. I am now wealthy. I have all the money I need. I never want for money. Money comes to me quickly and easily. Everyone who's wealthy in the world assumes they're wealthy, and they constantly assume they're wealthy. They don't have broke-ass thoughts. That's why people who win the lotto lose the money, because they've had broke-ass thinking their whole lives, and slowly they start pushing the money away with their fucking shitty thoughts about money. Girl, I hope you haven't been holding your phone for 3 hours. Please get a tripod. I have actually been holding this for a long time now. I'm going to unplug it because I had it just propped up against something, and then it was running out of batteries, and I went to the kitchen for a coffee. No, oh my God, my hand is sore actually. Thank you for saying that. No one has ever rejected me. Oh my God, it's all in my mind. Yes, darling. When you feel rejected, remember you rejected you. You assume they rejected you. So stop thinking that. Live like you're wealthy. Yes. Start walking into shops and thinking, I can buy that if I want. I can afford all of this. If I want to, I could buy it. Start thinking that. Okay? That's how money comes to you. I once started affirming for money about a month ago. I started affirming for money, and I haven't done it since, but I should do it every day now because this happened. So I was affirming for money just for one day. I didn't do any other affirmations but money affirmations. Money comes to me quickly and easily. I have so much money. Anyway, that day, I went to an op shop and bought a whole lot of clothes because I have a secondhand clothing business that I do on the side, and I got all these clothes in this huge big bag. And on the way home, at the time I was wanting a new car, and on the way home I saw this raffle happening on the side of the road. It was like a spinning wheel. It was like a radio station. And I thought, oh, they're doing a spin the wheel thing, and there was a queue of people. And I thought, oh, I should jump out and do it. Then, but I couldn't find a parking spot, and I thought, oh, don't worry about it. Then I kept driving, and then I kept thinking, oh, they might have a new car on that wheel. Maybe that's how I'll get my new car. Why didn't I stop? I drove all the way almost home, got 5 minutes away from my house, and then on the radio station, I'd flicked it to the says, we're doing the money wheel, Wednesday wheel soon. And I was like, shit, it's still going. So I turned around, went all the way back, went back to the money wheel, and there was no queue. I parked the car and I said to the girl, oh, I went all the way to Dianella and back to do this. She said, oh, you better win something then. She goes, okay, I'll spin the wheel for you, and you have to get a 3, a 6, or a 9 to win something. And because their radio station was 36.9. So she spun it and no 3, 6 or 9 came up and she turned it. It was on 2 and she went, oh, there you go. And she handed me a $20 voucher, $25 voucher for the movies. And I said, oh, is that all? Oh, okay. She goes, oh, sorry, we've run out of stuff. And then the other girl goes, do you have an AutoMaster sticker on your car? And I went, she goes, if you have an AutoMaster sticker, I can give you a $50 Visa voucher. And I went, oh, okay. She goes, go and take a photo of it. As if to say, go and find a car with that sticker on it. So I raced off, went back to my car. I was like, ha, ha. And as someone drove past, they had the sticker and I took a picture. I showed her and she goes, there you go. She gave me a $50 voucher. Anyway, when I went home, I was like, oh my God, I got $75 worth of stuff. That's so cool. Started unloading the secondhand clothes. And as I went to put the bag away, I could hear all the stuff in the bottom of the bag underneath the lining. And there were all these old credit cards in there. And they'd expired, but inside an envelope was $50. So that day that I was affirming for money, I got all this free money that day. It was really weird. So start doing it, guys. Affirm you'll win the lotto. Yeah, do if you want. Can I manifest to win the lottery? But guys, don't put conditions on your manifestations, okay? So if you want money, don't affirm that the only way it can come is the lotto. Someone could die and give you money. You could get in a massive car accident and get the money. Not that I'm wanting anyone to die. You get in a car accident. You see what I'm saying? There's other ways you can get the money. You can get a promotion at work. There's lots of ways you can get the money. Don't just narrow it down to lotto. But you can do that if you want. Does the affirmation my XP is texting me right now work, or do I not include the right now? Yeah, do the now. If you want to speed things up, say now, guys. Thank you very much for helping. Oh, that's all right, Paul. You're most welcome. I'm going to try to win lotto. Yes, do, darling. 369, the key to the universe. Oh, I don't know about that shit. Look, people are talking about Nikola Tesla on here as if he was a great big believer in manifestation. Nikola Tesla was a scientist, and what he believed in was the universal laws. The universe. He's talking about science. He's not talking about affirmations. So when people start using Tesla's stuff of 369, a mathematical equation, they're talking about science. The universe he was talking about was as a scientist. So I don't know why people keep adopting this 369 thing. I haven't actually found any information to say that Tesla actually sat down and wrote 3 things and then 6 things and then 9 things. I haven't found that anywhere. If anyone knows where that is, please tell me. Because I think people are bullshitting you on here about that. And everyone's running with it. Okay, about the 369. He thought they were magical numbers of the universe. But I don't know if that means if you do it 3 times, 6 times, 9 times, it's doing shit for you unless you believe it does. Guys, your assumptions create your reality. If you assume that 369 is working for you, it will. I assume it doesn't, so it won't work for me. How do I manifest my SP being better in bed? Well, imagine you have amazing sex with them, okay? Imagine you have mind-blowing orgasms with them. Imagine that their cock is enormous. Whatever it is you want, okay? Don't start assuming that it will be bad. How do I truly believe my affirmations are here, if that makes sense? Yeah, you don't have to believe that they're even true, guys. You just have to live in the end. So try, the more you do it, the more you live in the end, the more you go back in your mind. We are happily married. I have my dream house. I live in my dream house right now. Whatever it is, the more you do it, the more you're impressing your subconscious mind, the more you believe it. Just the repetitiveness, the repetition is key, okay? I remember being in math class imagining them walking into my classroom. What, and you got someone to walk into your classroom? Is that what you're telling us the story of? I manifested and imagined meeting a band I loved, and I won a contest for the backstage passes. Cool. Wow. Excellent. You're a master manifester. Well done. That's a great story. Any more questions, guys? I might log off soon because I've literally been on here for almost 3 hours. And I may need to go to the toilet at some point. And I don't think you want to go to the toilet with me, do you? That would be gross. And I do need another coffee. I might come back in a little while because I know it's nighttime where you are and you might want to join again later where you are. And it might be the middle of the day and it might be morning, like where I am. It's the morning. Does the affirmation my XP is texting me right now work or not include the right now? Yes, darling, use the right now. Is it true you have to be grateful if your manifestations to come true? No, darling, you don't need gratefulness. You don't need gratitude. To me, that is saying, oh, please send it to me. I'm so thankful. It's got a needy energy to it. I don't like it, especially about a specific person. It's like saying, I'm so happy and grateful that you're here. You're putting them on a pedestal. Fuck you, motherfucker. Get down. I'm up there. You're the queen. You're not grateful that they're back. They should be fucking grateful they're with you.
Okay? Don't you feel grateful? Feeling gratitude helps you feel good in the daytime? Great, but it doesn't help your manifestation. Pretend he's texting you. Imagine it all the time. Exactly, darling. Excellent. Oh, thank you for the present. Thank you for the little present. Thank you, guys. Do you have a question, P2K Gum 5? Oh, you sent me confetti. Do you have any questions, guys? The guys who are sending me presents. I keep getting rejected for an iPhone, and I told myself the next day I'd get one, and I finally did. Woohoo, Paul! I have to do that because I need a new iPhone. And I clearly need a new iPad to do this. I need a new iPhone to do the lives on, so I can keep the lives in my phone, but I don't have enough storage in my phone, so I need to manifest a phone. I told myself the next day you get one. Okay, I'm going to tell myself I'm getting an iPhone. Go take a nap and drink water. Yes, I will. I do need to drink some water. I'm going to go and have a little rest, guys. Because I've literally been on here for 3 fucking hours, and that is cray-cray. Yes, you help us so much. Oh, that's all right, Blondie. You're very welcome. Peter K, I'm very pleased to hear a new concept today. It was wonderful breaky. Oh, okay. Oh, you're just happy to have heard all the stuff that we were talking about. Wonderful. Oh, thank you for the gifts. I didn't know you could send gifts on here. It's so nice being sent gifts. How sweet. Thank you, guys. Yes, mine are some good affirmation. Thoughts on strict no contact. No, you don't have to do no contact, guys. Okay? That's just some dating bullshit or whatever. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much. Look, you guys, you don't have to do no contact with someone. You can be in contact with them. Look, my SP, when he and I got back together, he wasn't conforming to the way I wanted, and no contact doesn't help. No contact is hard, because then when you're in no contact, it's worse. I wouldn't go no contact. I don't believe in that. I think it makes things harder, and it makes you believe it's harder, because you're not talking to them. It's much easier when you're in contact, okay? Stay in contact. Even if they're not conforming yet to what you want, stay in contact with them, okay, guys? Breakfast. Yes, I need breakfast. Hallelujah. Yes, I'll go and have a little nap, and I might come back in a couple of hours. All right, guys? So follow my page so you know the alerts when I'm live. All right? Because I go random. Random. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I will try and add these lives to my Facebook page, Manifest Live with Loz. So join that page, and when I can download these lives, I will upload them all so you can watch them back. There's about 10 of them already. All right, guys. I'll come back soon. See ya. Bye.